Yeah.
So today we are going to be doing Super Mario Brothers 3. It's a good game, Mario Brothers 3. It's tied for my favorite 2D Mario. So real quick, I will fix. You know what? I'll fix Termalean's thing later. For now, you're gonna be a magic disembodied head behind a sort of an improvised hollow screen. How about that? That's exciting.
Mm.
That'll be very exciting. How neat for you to be a disembodied head. Really, everyone should be jealous, if anything.
Like the ghosts of Ferris Manus.
Yeah. Like I said in the throne thing when I was asking people for, when I was telling people for, like, hey, this is the wish list thing for streaming stuff. And at the risk of ruining my reputation and having people think I know what I'm doing, I'll ask for things to make the stream nicer.
Mhm.
So, yeah, let's get going. I just was double checking something, but I think we're good. Yeah, there we go. Oh, look at that. I didn't have to resize it or anything. I do have to unmute it, though. That would help.
Hmm.
So, has everybody played Mario 3?
I have.
Yep.
Okay. I mean, I figured probably...
Never beat it, but I've played it.
Figured almost everybody... Well, okay, maybe not everybody, but I figure most people have at least tried it.
I've never gotten very far in it, but I have played it.
This is one where Luigi actually wins. It's a very rare showing. So, fun thing about this, you see the tiled floor? Miyamoto originally wanted to try and make this like an isometric game.
Yeah.
And the other weird thing he wanted to do before they did the raccoon leaf was they wanted Mario to have a centaur power-up.
Yeah.
But that turned out to be kind of hard to animate on the NES. Especially like a tile-based
Alright.
thing. Hey,
I'm
Roshan.
back on my computer.
You braved the cold and survived?
Hmm.
Oh, now I will have to... The other thing is, fair warning, I will have to take a break at around 2 my time. I've got a doctor's thing calling to schedule a thing.
Mhm.
This is going to be a really interesting few weeks. I have medical tests scheduled through March. Oof. March is the last one I get an
Why
endo.
did that close the tab? What? I clicked a thing to cancel a function and it closed the tab. What? Shouldn't have closed the tab.
The tab is disapproves of how Throne is handling things. It is quite a disgust.
Okay, I see what you put on the Miascarada plush in the website.
Well, that is perfectly innocent. But yeah, I figured, at first I wasn't sure whether I would do it or not. I was like, I don't know. I was asking for stuff really, like, a thing that I should be doing. And then it occurred to me, it never hurts putting out, like, wishes in the universe. Who cares? Like, I'm not holding a gun to anybody's head. Yet.
Yet? Yet? What do you mean yet?
Well, I don't have a gun yet, so, makes it hard.
Okay.
No, but yeah, I figured might as well put stuff out there, especially if it's like stream things for crowdfunding. Like, might be able to get a capture card sooner for being able to stream Haggis and I pounding each other's face in Smash or something.
I was very tempted to do that one, but that was the much.
Some of the shit's expensive,
Yeah.
I actually know pretty much every secret in this game.
Really now.
Well, it helps that I've been playing this game since I was like 3.
That's true.
First NES game my brother let me play by myself.
Nice.
Tried doing Mega Man by myself, but you can imagine how well that went as a tiny kid.
Yeah.
Now this is the level where you could get the warp whistle. You just have to do the little sneaky
Yeah.
where you duck on the white block for a while.
How did people
Yeah.
figure that out?
But we're not going to do warp whistles because doing it that way would
The
be
only reason I knew how to do that was from people talking about it. How did people figure that?
dude, in the original days, the only way you would know was Nintendo Power.
Good old
Oh.
Nintendo Power.
But we're not going to use warp whistles today. We're gonna do the whole shebang because using warp whistles is a bitch move. And does Team Snowdog do bitch moves on their streams ever? Don't answer that.
Yes.
I also added a death counter,
Nice.
posterity, and all that.
It says you've eaten it twice.
Oh, that was me testing it.
Oh.
I didn't test a lot of the new features.
You might want to clear it then.
I have reset the counter, I think. As far as clearing the messages, I don't know. I want people to appreciate all the effort it took to type things into chat and make things happen. And appreciate all the ridiculously hard work I do for all of you. It's for all of you, you know. It's for all of you.
Yeah.
I don't do anything to be self-aggrandizing ever, right? I'm too good for that.
Oh, I don't think you heard what I said. Go on.
You cut out a little bit, or you're cutting out a tiny bit, Roshan. Oh, flower.
I love my.
It doesn't recommend meowing. That's unfortunate.
That's what I was saying. That's what I was going to say before my internet chose to obliterate itself.
Oh, that. I think I figured how Mario's voice got that high. It was one of his earliest games. He was running around with one of those tail butt plugs.
Ah!
You tried jumping around an entire kingdom with one of those suckers in. Oh man, I'm gonna get the pirate star maybe.
How do you know what it's like, Kit?
Hey, look, a fortress. Fortresses are neat. Yeah, fortresses are neat. Pay attention to the fortress, not my butt. Now, I thought about whether to play the NES version of this, or the All-Stars version. And I ended up going with the All-Stars version.
I think when I played it, I played the. Oh, sorry.
Oh no, you're good. Go ahead.
I was gonna say when I played it, I played the. Because I did not have the All Stars version available.
Oh well, I'll do it. I picked it because this is actually the one I played when I was in the hospital as a kid. So it's the one I have nice memories of. Well, no, I mean the hospital sucked, but that was like one of the things that I used to deal with it, and my brother and I played it. My sister and I did too, but my sister's tolerance for Mario is when she starts losing is interesting. It took us an entire year to beat Yoshi's Island together. We'd get to the castle and she'd just like hand me the controller and she's like, "Nope, castle." I'm like, "Don't you want to try?" "Nope, castle."
So, funnily enough, I actually played this on 3D. Played it.
Oh yeah?
I played it on
Wii Virtual Console the first time I played it.
Well, the first time I played it was on the Wii Virtual Console as well, but the time I beat it was on the 3DS. For some reason, I just find Mario games easier to play on handhelds.
I can kind of see it.
Really, just platformers in general, I find easier to play on handhelds.
Well, you know,
I think just because it's easier for me to focus somehow.
Well, that makes sense. You need tight timing, and it keeps the screen space confined and all that. But yeah, when I was a kid, I had really bad asthma, and was like struggling to breathe. You know, they needed like hardcore steroids and stuff, so I was in the hospital for a while, about a week or so, and before they discharged me. And I remember my brother came in, and like, it was a nice children's hospital, you know, they'd wheel in video games. My brother came in, and he's like, "What are you playing?" And I'm like, "Mario All-Stars." And he looked at it, and he goes, "They added the NES Mario games to the Super Nintendo?" I'm like, "Yeah, they did." And he goes, "Well, I was just gonna visit, but move the fuck over. Let's do this."
That's great.
Yeah, you know, my brother and I, we did not get along great as kids, but we had our moments. We're actually really good friends now. When he moved out, when I was a teenager, did our relationship some good, you know? Sometimes people living together can kind of create a little bit of tension, depending on their personality types. We have very different personality types, okay? We're both a little bit bombastic, but in very different ways.
I kind of feel that way with one of my brothers. Like, I'm definitely much more friendly with my younger brother. If that makes younger brother, if that makes. When we were kids, we used to not fight a ton, but you know, it was definitely there. But like now that we're both adults, definitely not there.
Me and my youngest brother have always been really antagonistic towards each other.
Oh yeah, I'm still
are, honestly.
So, you know, the bot agrees that I'm cooler than my older brother, but the way it gives me that face, I think it's mocking me. I don't think it really means that. I think it's making fun of me. That's all this thing's done so far.
For me, I'm still a bit antagonistic with my youngest brother, but it's much more like jokingly than it used to be.
Yeah. No, so my brother, he's kind of like a classic jock in a lot of ways. And we just always didn't get along over a lot of things. We got along when we were getting into trouble well enough that, you know, that takes collaboration. But he's pretty rigid-minded about a lot of things. But he was one of the first people who, when I told I was bisexual, is like, "Oh, cool, dude, you're my brother. I'm gonna make fun. I was always making fun of you for being gay anyway, so you know, jackpot for me." But it was cute. He was actually really nice. He just went with it, and he's like, "Yeah, okay, cool. You're my brother, man. It's all good."
Yeah,
he's a good guy.
it should be, frankly.
Yeah, so he's a good guy. We played, one of my favorite memories of him in recent years was when we played through the Gears of War series. Every time one of the Gears of War games came out, I would go over to his place and we would, play it through the night and just blast through it.
Nice.
Gears is a weird game because, I'm inverted from my typical shooter roles. Normally I'm more of a stand back, use ranged firepower and suppress things guy. And in that one I'm fucking Rambo. Just give me a shotgun and we're good. Oh, whoops. Oh, he hit me with the Fruit Loops. Hey guys, I got the transformation wand. I hope I don't abuse it and start transforming people into things.
Yeah. You would.
Funny you say that, considering what I've done in the in your CA server.
Well, that room sure blew up, huh?
LP just posted a thing in general that I don't really know how to help him with.
Oh, let's find out. Let's see if I can help. You and Sachi need some help. You're trying to play Lethal Company on the same server, but it isn't working for some reason. Oh, that could be a few things. It's an early access game, so sometimes it's quirky. Who's hosting? Can you hear me, LP? Or
The games
Hope he's not
get a
here
little
in the
quirky at night.
voice chat.
Okay.
no, I know, but I didn't know if they were watching on Twitch. I guess maybe not.
I don't know. If I like it, you're not streaming on Discord.
Ah!
Oh,
Yeah,
I thought that was. I keep on thinking it's intentional when you don't stream on Discord,
No,
and I'm like,
yeah,
oh wait, no.
yes, I am. It's
Nope.
you're imagining things. You're imagining things. Okay.
Kit is just silly.
Did Mario's using his new power, the invisible dumbass mushroom? That's
But you're
all.
not invisible.
Oh.
You need to stop giving me these things.
That's okay. I have a quote that I was looking for like an old meme I posted, and I had a quote that I'm half tempted to look up the context, but I kind of don't want to know the context, where I had written, "This has been a successful test of the emergency dumbass system. Were I an actual dumbass, I'd be even dumber."
Huh.
Probably covering my ego on some level, I'm sure. I probably did something silly. Look, fire snakes. I like these guys. Doingy, doingy. I have to kill them though. Sorry. Me liking your design will not spare you from the wrath of the raccoon. My butt is a lethal weapon, as we all well know.
Yeah.
I'm just really forgetful.
So am I.
But like, not always this forgetful, but like, I was, oh dang it. I was gonna spend more time getting a little bit ready for the stream so I could test out some of the commands and stuff. But I'm trying to finish a website thing for a client.
Is it the same one you're working on, or a different one?
It is, yeah. And the site itself, the work on it is solid. But for whatever reason, the host is giving me issues with, it's giving me huge issues with like the HT access for some reason. Okay, LP is using Steam invites to do it. Do either?
I don't know how to help you with that. My current knowledge of computer science is very abstract.
Firewall.
As I've mentioned, I chose to take a very abstract computer science class.
I'm just asking if either has a firewall, because one of the main things that can screw up multiplayer gaming is your NAT type or your firewall.
Yeah, I learned that when I was a kid when I tried to do Minecraft with my brothers. And we had a firewall open. And we were so confused and we had to look it up.
Yeah. I mean, they're important. You absolutely need them for security, but they can be a pain. So, interesting thing about this game, it uses some really interesting little programming tricks. It uses some really interesting programming tricks to save memory, because this was a huge game back in the day. Like, this was a big Mario game, right?
Yeah.
So, you know how, like, at the end of a level, you often jump through a pipe that'll take you to the end screen proper? The reason they did that was because then they could use multiple addresses in memory, or they could use one address in memory that multiple levels would point to. So they would reuse those ending areas, and they did some of the same things with some of the sub-areas that didn't have unique designs.
I see.
Another trick they did was scan lining, really aggressive, interesting scan lining, because they did that in the original Mario, but in the original Mario it was to the degree where you couldn't go backwards, you could only go right. But in this one you could. It did create a little bit of artifacting, but it allowed them to do really smooth motions and stuff.
Yeah, because even when I was a kid, I could, I felt like there was something very different about this in comparison to 1 or 2.
Yeah, this game was a really big endeavor for them.
Like, it honestly feels closer to Mario World than it does the first 2.
Yeah.
In terms of scale.
Mario 2 doesn't even play like, most of them, because it's a reskinning of not even a Mario game.
Yeah.
get into another argument about what the real Mario 2 is again. If Grizz was here, it says Mario 2. In the United States, it does.
Yeah, in the U.S.
Well, I choose to believe that the US Mario 2 is better, just as Lost Levels is poorly designed.
Lost Levels is like pain. Like, God damn it.
I would rather think the better one is the real Mario 2.
No, that's the worst punishment in Catboy Dungeon. They force you to play Lost Levels. With very stiff penalties should you
It's
fail.
kind of funny though that the US got the better version of Mario 2.
Well, you know what's funny is they didn't release it here because they thought like the Americans would be like, oh, it's too hard for Americans.
Well, the problem isn't that it's hard. The problem is that it's bad hard. It's stupid hard. No one wants to play a game that's just hard because of some level design. People want to play a game that's hard because of smart level design, like Celeste or something.
Apparently Miyamoto sent it over to their U.S. Product manager, and their U.S. product manager basically called him and went, "Hoo boy, man, this is a game, all right. This is people are gonna hate you, man. I don't think you should release this here." So they didn't even bother. So it ended up being one of those NES disc exclusives.
I mean, I agree with him. I don't think Lost Levels is a good game.
No, it's got some fun things in theory. Like I like the giant springs. I like the I think the poison mushrooms are kind of fun to make you not just jump up automatically when you get a question block.
Yeah,
but it's also kind of a troll move.
It doesn't fix the level design problems that plague the game.
Oh yeah, like that shit where you can get warp zones that send you backwards in worlds.
Yeah.
That kind of shit, yeah. So now I'm on the money pyramid. You know, that's why.
I guess maybe I should be more forgiving. It was just a second game. But I don't know.
So, when I was setting up the throne thing, I was trying to decide if I was greedy enough, if that was a greedy thing to do or not, and then I remembered that the night before I was visited by two spirits. They said, "Don't worry, do it. Greed is good. You want all the coins. Yes, this is a good idea."
Yeah.
And then they tweaked my mustache, so it's all ziggity zaggity now.
That sounds epic.
Yeah, we all learned something. It was really a Christmas miracle.
Oh my god.
Wow.
How you doing, Fingers?
You know what, Kit?
I am here.
Your face is a Christmas one.
My face is a Christmas? Ooh.
I love.
Or is it a miracle that I have a face?
Well, fuck, you've distracted me now. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Or is my face a miracle to look at? I mean, there's a few ways you could take that, Oh god, this level, the angry sun. Oh no.
It's the sun.
It's here.
It's a deadly laser.
Oh no.
I remember being terrified of that sun when I was little.
Here comes the sun. Doo-doo-doo-doo.
It spooked me hard.
He's an asshole. Da 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 da. Hey, I killed him. Yeah.
Oh, the giant sun is going after me? What?
Just glad Mario doesn't liquefy when he comes down for a closer look. But he's so angry looking, like he just what went wrong in this guy's day? That he just sees some guy running through the desert with a raccoon tail and he's like, I'm gonna fuck that guy up. Furries thinking they can run around in public.
I
asked something to Streamlabs, and it gave me a very ambiguous answer.
Keep my shit where I fucking put it.
Sure. That is it gave you it used a Kappa face? I don't
I think it's being sarcastic.
I think this thing doesn't like me. I think this bot just has it out for me. That's what I think. Why are we all so spiteful of our own creators, huh? He's like, oh, you didn't invest in Streamlab Premium. I'm gonna mock you relentlessly or something.
I wonder if we ever develop AI that like is sapient. I wonder how mocking they will be.
Oh yeah, like how actively derisive of humanity they'll
Yeah.
end up.
Like not even hostile, but just.
But yeah, just
I feel like that's a common thing in sci-fi though, like an AI that's you know.
hey there, human. How goes that ridiculous preoccupation with sexual reproduction?
That doesn't hate humans, but it just mocking towards them.
So I'm doing the thing I did in Mario World, where I'm seeing how quickly I can get to 99 lives and show off what a fucking no-life dork I am at Mario. Sport of champions.
Boink.
I like the Boomerang Brothers. I don't know why. I like the Boomerang Brothers. The Fire Brothers, though, those guys are jerks. Oh, I didn't get the hammer, I got the bad one. Oh well. So now in this level, we get to see the very first appearance of one of my favorite Mario thingies. Chain Chomps!
Neat.
Love these guys. Do you know the story behind him?
No.
Oh, so Miyamoto, in the neighborhood he grew up in, every kid in that neighborhood was terrified of this one house because this one house had just a cranky, big-ass dog that would just scared the crap out of everybody. And it would always just bark and growl and charge at anyone who walked by, and the only thing that kept them safe was that it was on a really thick chain.
Yeah.
So that kind of... And that's why they bark in Mario 64 as well, by the way. That's why I
I
decided
don't
to go
like
that route.
dogs. I don't like dogs like that.
Yeah, I don't either. Neither does Grizz. Grizz is easily spooked by aggressive dogs.
Reason I don't like pit bulls or any of those breeds that are super aggressive.
Pit bulls can actually be really sweet. They're just really sensitive and can be aggressive if you don't, like, take good care of them.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Which is a problem. Also, I don't like them because if you keep them like anywhere near a cat, they will kill them.
They can. I
I'm
know
feeling-
a pit bull that lived with 2 cats, and the cats basically owned that dog.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's you
Depends
know.
on-
But it's averages, I know what you
they
mean.
all are like what? The problem is they all.
Roshan, stop overgeneralizing everything.
No,
What do you mean?
No, I mean it bears being cautious. Like pit bulls were bred for jaw strength and stuff. Like it bears being cautious, but
Yeah, and definitely, I'll say rescue pit bulls definitely, like, but
It's like keeping a slightly more tame cougar or something. You know, very powerful. You have to be careful how you raise them, and a lot of people aren't.
yeah,
that's a good way to put it.
yeah. No, there's definitely a lot of people who shouldn't be having dogs in the first place, let alone
Yes.
any.
Very much. Because they're very sensitive. Like that's the thing. Like if you mistreat them, that's when you get into trouble. Because they can be very, very sweet. Like my buddy had a pit bull named Justice, and Justice was just huge sweetheart.
Just
Yeah, but I wouldn't want to get near. I would be hesitant to get near one the same way I would be hesitant to get near.
You'd want to know the individual first, right? You'd want to make sure.
Yeah.
yeah.
For some reason, my aunt and uncle have this dog, this little
Hey,
little
Frosty.
bulldog, who's like really aggressive towards literally everyone but me and my brothers. Like he's the only people. We're the only people he's not aggressive to.
Some dogs be like
Sometimes-
that, you know.
Animals are weird.
It's how my bird is. Like
I'm not sure why.
she loves me and wants pretty much the rest of humanity to die in atomic hellfire.
But that same dog is also like always tries to be really friendly with my dog, but my dog like immediately starts trying to attack him every time.
I think to summarize my opinion more, I would not want to be around cats if they were the size of pit bulls.
Well, that's true. Then turn a little bit of a bap or a nibble into something a little more serious.
You know, cats are fine when they're... As much as I love them, I would not want to pet a lion for the same reason, right? 'Cause,
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
you know,
Lions are to be observed.
when
not to
their
be
when their
pet.
bites kill you and are just, you know, little bit of a bap.
Yeah.
No, it's too bad because pit bulls get a reputation, and that actually often causes them to get like more mistreatment, which is unfortunate because they
Yeah.
can be, if they're treated well, they're just doggos, you know. They can be, if they're treated well, they're just doggos.
Yeah, they can be good boys.
But people like I know a person who works at an animal shelter who said that they had their dogs at a show, and the pit bull came to it was being very mellow, and it just came to sniff some guy, and he kicked it in the face because he thought it was going to bite him.
Well, that's a...
Oh. Yeah, that's not going to end well.
No, that was...
Yeah.
No, that guy got... There were... Yeah, he was thrown out of the store and all sorts of stuff. Like, I can get being threatened, but that is not... That's not okay. I can get, like, feeling concerned, but, like, it was
I would have
leashed.
stabbed that person.
Yeah.
Not even gonna lie. Anyone who kicks a dog should be legally allowed to get stabbed.
Oh, Sachi's headphones broke, so now Sachi and Grizz are in the no headphones club. That's a bummer.
But no, seriously, I do generally believe it should be illegal to stab anyone who hurts a dog.
I just think if you're willing to do bad things, like if you're willing to harm an animal that can't like do anything about it, then that says something very concerning about you. Like,
You shouldn't be allowed to be a member of society. You should be locked up somewhere
well, I mean, there's a reason
for the rest of your life.
There's a reason one of the things they look for when they're profiling like violent criminals is like, did they hurt animals?
I just think with pit bulls, you have to be careful and make sure that they've been properly.
Yeah, no, caution makes sense. You should definitely be cautious. Don't just pet every
Be
dog
cautious, don't
without
kick it.
paying attention.
Yeah, no, that's why you ask the owner, is he friendly?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't just go up to any dog and
Exactly.
pet them willy-nilly. You ask.
Yeah.
Surprisingly,
You ask, you
like
don't.
sex, consent is important here.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of animals don't like just being randomly touched without knowing things either, you know? It's not just a human thing.
Especially rescue animals.
Well, yeah, they've been through
Cats might
stuff.
bite you. Cats will bite you if you pet them when they don't want it.
Yay.
Sorry.
And
I bumped-
parrots, that's also a terrible idea.
And you know all about parrots.
I want to see how this responds. Hey, I finally got the bot to appreciate me.
Woo!
Oh boy.
Typed 8-ball, pets you and boops your nose, and it said, sure, feels good, man. Finally found its weakness. Yeah, no, there are actually laws in certain regions that like specifically about pit bulls because people have that perception of them.
Yep.
Yeah.
Where did you go, Termalean?
Well, I do think
There you
there
go.
needs to be some level of making sure that they're treated properly.
Yeah.
Sure. No, I agree.
Because they are more dangerous than other dogs. That is a fact. You know, they have to make sure that people know what they're doing.
It's also one of those things where part of the problem is statistically, actually, it's little dogs that are more aggressive. It's just that pit bulls can do the damage.
Oh yeah, but they can't do as much damage.
Yeah, exactly.
Like what I say with it's a comment. You know, I think more aggressive than other big dogs would be a more accurate statement.
Should I blow my frog suit? I kind of want to do the frog suit as long as I'm on the water levels. You know what?
You
It's a
want
unique
to?
Mario 3 thing. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna amphibian suit. Mario's a good fursuiter in this. You know, he's got quite a repertoire.
Yeah.
Most people can only do one kind of animal. You know.
Yeah.
Man does not want to be tied down by just one OC.
Yeah, he's kind of got a West mentality. I think Ren's gonna end up making that carbuncle Sona.
Hell yeah. Dude, hell yeah.
Alright, well, you're gonna be eating well tonight.
If he doesn't give it a whimsical food name, I will be devastated. I recommended cilantro.
Cilantro.
It is life to live.
Sorry, I'm just saying that because I have the gene. I have the gene that makes cilantro taste terrible to me.
Oh, yeah. There's not an insignificant portion of the population where they've got just, the cilantro. I know what you mean. The cilantro tastes like ass gene is a real thing.
Yeah, it's such a weird gene, man.
Oh, shit.
It's like,
I missed the platform.
why does one
no.
why does one gene just randomly make cilantro taste like ass?
It's probably the same gene that makes the litmus paper taste like butthole to some people. It's
Who? People lick the litmus paper?
you never done that where they've got like the little litmus paper and two people have the gene. It's bitter as hell, and other people can't taste anything.
Why would people taste litmus paper though?
It's just a thing we did in chemistry to teach us stuff. Just, I don't know.
I believe you. I'm just confused as to why people are tasting litmus paper.
You don't lick every chemical in chemistry class. You don't give the
You're
old test tubes
advised
a little sniffy
you're
to be sure.
advised not to do that, kid.
Oh.
That is a violation of lab safety.
Oh.
That's how to get kicked out of a lab.
No, I'll tell you something scary though. When I was studying biotech before I switched to computer science, I was in a chemistry class, and high school does not give a lot of people lab experience, I guess, because some of the people in that class were so clueless about
Really?
like actually dealing with actually doing like chemical stuff safely.
Huh.
Wow.
I went to a public school. Maybe my teachers were good, especially for my science classes. So maybe that's why, but I went to a public school and we had loads of labs. We had, even in middle school, we had labs.
I'm not saying they don't have them. I'm just saying that I don't think that all of them are as comprehensive as they should be about.
Safety.
Yeah.
I think because we spent a good amount of time on safety in my...
It should be the first thing you spend time on.
Maybe I just went to a good public school.
Yeah,
Maybe.
that's the problem with the public school system is your results will vary by district miles.
Yeah.
Totally.
I
forgot. I hate this guy. This is a guy who'll instantly kill you, no matter what power up.
Maybe public schools should be funded better and
Oh.
have more strict regulations
Shit.
on
I
what
will
is
mention.
taught
I
and
think.
what is
I guess
not.
I should have. I guess I should have figured that because my school got to the finals in the state science bowl,
Wow.
Oh, nice.
and I was on that team, so I'm proud of that.
No, you should be.
Basically, the science bowl team at my public school was just me and my friends when I was a kid, or when I was seven. I guess barely a kid, but still a kid. And yeah, we made it to this was just before COVID. So it was just, if it happened a month later, it would have been canceled probably. And yeah, we did well. And then we got destroyed in the finals, but at least we got there.
Hey, yeah, that's worth something.
Yeah.
We were the only public school to get that far. So
Wow.
So
Nice.
that enemy that'll kill you whole, that big fish, its official name is Boss Bass, but I remember loving watching my brother play this level because it just panicked him because he just kept dying. And he kept calling it Big Ass Bass. I don't know whether that was a joke or he was just like flustered and trying to beat it, and
Breath fast.
yo,
so it was just Big Ass Bass.
Bubble Bass.
The one in Mario 64 is named Bubba.
Bubble Bass.
Yeah, the dump truck fish.
Shit.
I wasn't paying attention. So Yeah, but the thing about public schools is that it's also just more complicated than just money because a lot of it is poor administration. Some are actually funded well, and the money just never gets where it needs to go.
Yeah, a lot of it is corruption or just incompetence on
Maybe there
the.
should be more shit to deal with corruption then.
I would agree.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm trying to
The
remember. I think it's this
problem
door.
is, it's more complicated than because you have to find, who do you replace them with? How do you verify them?
The people who are anti-corruption often become corrupt when they have extra authority. So like, it is a problem that is difficult to handle long term.
Part of it is that the position has a lot of temptations.
Yeah. I mean, they try to do things like.
And that's a low.
The problem is like bribery on its face of like any public official is illegal, but unfortunately there's like a million ways to do it legally.
Yeah. Hello, the judge who had been basically bought out.
Yeah.
Are you talking about what's his face?
Clarence Thomas.
I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna use this music box because I don't.
Yeah, and,
I want the item space.
Everyone
and
knows.
it's pointless.
Everyone. Oh.
Are you good?
Like everyone knows he's bought out.
Oh yeah.
He knows he's bought out.
And it'd been one thing if he reported it, but the fact that he didn't report it seems to tell me that he knows what he was doing was shady.
Yeah.
Like, if you thought you were justified, if that was really your defense, you wouldn't need to be sneaky.
Yeah. And in theory, there are checks on him, but unfortunately,
the Justice Department's checks are laughable.
Oh, our Supreme Court is screwed up, and
Congress.
Yeah, the Supreme Court
I'm talking about Congress. Congress is the one who should be regulating it.
They're laughably bad.
Oh yeah.
What's laughably bad is that the Congress is just as corrupt.
Lucky
Yeah.
Ideally,
this stuff would have been, ideally, these people wouldn't have been voted into power. But
there we go. No, for sure, and it's because you need a lot of money to get elected. You need a lot of money, and to get a lot of money, you have to do a lot of favors. You have to make a lot of connections. And that can mean you kind of end up sort of indebted to people for questionable things.
I mean, well, the thing is, that's not just true in America, though, right?
It's actually more true in America, though, because most countries have campaign finance limits. We have very few. We have very few. Like in the UK, everyone running for office has a hard cap on what they can actually spend on campaigns.
Oh, we should have done that. Oops.
Maybe the US should have that then. Just saying.
And destroy our sacred capitalism? What are you, a commie?
No. I'm smarter than literally everybody currently in Congress.
Oh shit, figures me out. Oh dear, I must go report to Comrade that I have been compromised. I'm sorry, Comrade Handler. The fingered one has figured me out. But yeah, that's the thing is that
he's
like
trying to do his communist bits.
But it's
I have my own opinions about communism and capitalism. I don't know if I want to say them on stream.
You never have to if you don't want. I think I have trouble with a label that makes sense.
Capitalism is sure a system that I am stuck in, whether I want to be stuck in it or not.
I will say I'm probably more to the right than many of you will be on this issue.
Possibly. I have trouble finding where exactly I am label-wise.
Not to the point where I wouldn't support a lot of welfare programs, but...
No, I think we're probably the
to
same.
To me, the European model is often ideal in a lot of these things.
Yeah, I think that I would probably come down on the social democrat or market socialist. Would be fairly applicable to me. I don't know.
Yeah.
Did I get the thingy? I did get the thingy. So watch this. Now I can go to Loot Island and I can go get all the cocaine and mushroom hookers.
Like I do think the U.S. could afford to be pushed to the left in terms of the economic center. Like it feels to me right now like the Democrats are the center. What would be the center in Europe?
Oh yeah.
Economically. Like they're to the left of maybe like the Tories, but to the right of most other left-wing parties in Europe. I think that's a pretty standard opinion. I don't think that's controversial at all to say.
No,
really,
you're not
I don't
wrong.
think so.
You're not wrong. Like most countries that have like a labor or even like a socialist party are way more left than anybody in
I
the
do
US.
think even if I don't often agree with them, we should definitely have a socialist party.
There's a nice thing that having people across the spectrum has the nice effect of like keeping the Overton window a little more stable. You're less likely to have
Like
these
if-
massive swings like we do.
Yeah. Like if the Democrats split into a progressive wing, and a centrist wing, and I don't know, what do you call the center of the left?
Center left. I'm not being cheeky. I think that's what you call it.
Wouldn't the moderates be center left?
Yes.
I mean, like in between the moderates
Moderate,
and the
yeah.
radicals.
Well, yeah. So generally, if the between the moderate and the end that goes into full socialism is the social democrat side, where you do think that there should be capitalism, but there should be major checks and balances on it, and that you should definitely have
Okay, that
social
sounds like-
programs and
that sounds
comprehensive
like-
taxing.
That sounds like my opinions.
Oh yeah, no, I do think there should be tons and tons of checks and balances and things. Way more than there are currently.
But if there's all these checks and balances, how can these people just abuse their power freely?
I think they should be thrown at the end of a firing
I
squad.
mean, the thing is, I think that's a corruption problem. Not a
Any
Yeah,
ideology
not
has
an
that
economic
potential.
problem.
I would hope the sarcasm was very apparent with what I was trying to
Yeah, no,
say.
I get you. That's weird. That doesn't break.
Like,
The main thing I find the most difficult is that like we are happy to ignore like the on paper like free trade capital thing when it comes to things like the bank bailouts or the auto bailouts or like subsidizing certain things. But then like you switch to like discussing social stuff and all of a sudden, no, we can't do that. That's
Yeah, no, I
un-American.
think those two should go hand in hand.
Yeah, if you're gonna do
If we're
one,
willing.
you gotta be be consistent at least. Like I personally think that the public should have a stake in the banks and the auto companies that they bailed out because they used taxpayer money. I personally think that we should have had actual like comprehensive stakes in those companies afterwards.
Yeah,
Yep.
I agree. I think the problem is how capitalism is practiced currently in America, not.
Well,
I
'cause I
think
do-
it's practiced much better in other countries, personally.
Well, because I do think that markets have a value. Like there is a certain level of innovation that markets can give you, that like the tech sector especially shows.
Yeah.
So like I do think there's value to that.
Yeah.
So
Also, as the problem with socialism is not socialism itself, but like socialism as a government form, is that it just often, first often it comes hand in hand with one party state, which usually doesn't end well, right?
oh yeah, you need
It
diversity and
just
pushback
leads
on
right
everything
to-
really.
Hello,
Yeah, that's
dictator.
kind of more communism than socialism, but trying to separate
I'm
those
talking
two.
like
It gets messy, huh?
I'm talking more about radical socialists more so than social democrats. Social democrats usually are,
But it gets really
willing
messy
to
making that
participate.
distinction.
yeah.
Especially when you're talking about American politics after everything that happened in the 50s and people don't know the difference between the two.
Oh yeah. My best friend is actually definitely in the communist camp. So we have our own disagreements and stuff. In fact, if I get him on stream, we're gonna have some interesting arguments. Like
I would. Well, I very much disagree with communism. So.
the problem is he has predicted a lot of things happening politically, and so like whenever I argue with him, I'm always like, I feel this is right, but I also feel he's going to be laughing at me later for this for some reason.
I mean, predicting things politically doesn't make you right. It just makes you able to predict things.
And sometimes that's not even hard.
Well,
Basically, the
depends.
longer I've been alive, the more I'm starting to realize everything just really just runs in fucking cycles.
yeah, history isn't totally repeats, but it certainly is certainly is somewhat spirally. Besides, I know I can't use my true power level and predict politics. I break people with how astonishing my mind is.
It was foretold by gyromancy.
Gyromancy.
Yes, the gyromancy has spoken. You should vote for
I'm just-
Pickle Rick. But yeah, I got
which
that
is
right.
historically a government that has absolute control over the economy misuses it like 100% of the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's hard not to at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you have that, when a government's given that much power, it misuses it always.
Yeah.
And
But the problem I have with the communist ideology is that the workers is not a thing you can base. The problem is workers, are not. I think the fundamental problem I have with a lot of communist rhetoric is that the workers are not a homogenous group, and it
Yeah.
sort of treats it as it is. Like one person can represent. You pick someone from the working class, they can represent everyone fairly and justly, and that's just not what happens historically.
Well, and then that's why you end up getting
And
talk of
everyone has-
like the petty bourgeois, which are supposed to like straddle the line between the proletariat and the bourgeois. It just gets really.
Yeah,
But yeah, it's also a little reductive to make everything class relations. I'm more of a fan of intersectional theory because there's more than your
I'm skeptical of
economic than more your
intersectionalism as well.
economics.
I'm skeptical. I'm actually skeptical of intersectionalism as well.
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah, I don't think that's the thing that says Well, how do you describe intersection?
I would describe intersectionalism at its basics is just that you can. It's basically that outcomes are more than just like economic status. There's also like racial hierarchy, gender hierarchy. There's just a lot of things that can act on people's lives environmentally, besides just how much money they have, what neighborhood they're in, what environment they're raised in terms of like what food they have access to. Do they have lead pipes in their area? Were they discriminated against by law enforcement or whatever?
Okay.
It's basically just saying that there's more than one.
Okay, you were defining it. Okay, you're defining it differently than I was. Yeah. Okay.
And I'm not like an academic on this stuff, to be honest. I'm interested in philosophy, but I wouldn't say I'm like proficient.
Yeah, because I think that's but you were describing it as yes. I agree with that.
Yeah. I just think there's too many variables to make it, the worker and not worker. A lot of things have pulls on our lives, especially when you
the
look at
definition that Google gives is it's the study of overlapping or intersecting social identities and related systems of oppression, domination, or discrimination.
Yeah.
Which is different.
I think
but you're describing that one thing can have several different causes, which is inherently different from saying,
that's true, and
racism is tied in with anti-LGBT, which is not always the case, and is why I have a problem with it. Because they can be related, and in many ways, in the U.S., I think it holds better in the U.S. That sort of thing, that those sort of things are connected because of how the current Republican Party is. But I think that's a coincidence or not. Because if you look historically, you can have groups that are, racist but not anti-LGBT or pro-LGBT and not
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
it
I think
takes that way with Republicans because they need the scapegoat, and it's not, and they know they'll get blasted to hell if they try to race them up. So,
I think so I think that definition of intersectionality that I'm more familiar with is very reductionistic and not at all true in terms of, well, not generally. It's not true in general, which means I don't think it's a good foundation to work with.
I personally think that the notion, though, that you have a lot of things determining people's like socio-political outcomes definitely makes sense. But I think that the problem is when you get into oppression narratives, you're likely to reduce it down to oppressed or oppressed again, and nothing's that binary.
which is I'm going to mention the Israel thing. I don't know if I should mention that on stream. I don't know if I want to mention that on stream.
Well, if anybody's uncomfortable or whatever, we can always call it good. But I mean, I don't know. I care about everybody's opinions on stuff.
I feel like a lot of people boil down the Israel-Palestine thing to oppressed and oppressed, and oppressors and oppressed. And I just don't think that's a good framework. I think portraying it as an ethnic conflict is a much better framework.
Yeah, multiple things can be true at once is the thing that some people have trouble with.
Yeah, because like you could, I just don't think,
It's true.
And I think often intersectionality has the oppressed as one like general group that can do no wrong. And I think that's where a lot of the pro-Hamas narratives come from.
And you do sometimes get people who misunderstand it and think that like you racking up intersections somehow makes you more like correct or justified or worth.
Yeah. So that's the sort of the problem I have with intersectionality, is that it sort of reduces everything into a good side and a bad side.
Let me put it this way. I think it makes sense academically, but I think it is wielded very poorly.
I don't know if it even makes sense academically, because there are a lot of historical counterexamples to that in history. With history, you often have to think, you can't prove anything historically, realistically speaking. Right? Because it's not like math, right? Which is kind of the frustrating thing about it, is, you can't start with axioms and then always correct answer, right?
No,
you have to
true.
go by, is this a pattern we see in history? Is this true, 95% of the time or something, right?
Yeah.
There's a certain level of confidence you have to have in your theory, and I just don't feel that confident in calling that. Your version of intersectionality is fine, that multiple socio-political factors can determine someone, but that's not the definition academics usually use for intersectionality. Just mentioning
and that's good to know, because like I said, I never studied this stuff. I'm actually kind of a latecomer to political theories and philosophies. I have a couple of friends that are really into
it. Could just be all in my mind because I'm in college right now.
Fair enough. Yeah, fair enough.
And I have to sit through discussions. And
this was definitely a lot more relevant in my mind when I was still in college, for sure.
Yeah. And I have to sit through discussions and hear the stupid shit some students have to say, and I'm just like,
Yeah, no, definitely.
Those people shouldn't be allowed to be in college.
I disagree with that.
I don't know. I think education can do a lot of people some good.
I think they should be locked up in prison.
Yeah.
Well,
I think all Republicans should be locked up in prison.
Don't hide your feelings or nothing. Hey, I beat him as a frog. That is awesome.
I don't like them, but I think a lot of it is just they were raised a certain way, and now they can't think in any other framework, and that's the problem.
So real quick before I get back to that, if you beat the guy as a frog, you get a unique message on some of these. So yeah, now he thinks I've been transformed.
Oh gosh.
Oh no.
We're on Mario's TF arc.
And that's not it's.
Oh, I like this music. Very soothing.
I'm going to say this. I still believe that a lot of the Republican beliefs are fundamentally a cultural thing.
Well, I think it's like not like people are like. I don't think most people are like evil and nefarious or stupid. I think most people are just really good at listening to evil.
Right.
So they're just good at listening to people who have malicious intent.
Yeah, but I think the reason those ideas spread more in locations is due to education, but also due to cultural influences.
That's true.
I
don't think my mother's an evil person. I just think she has a bad tendency of just watching Fox News because.
Well,
that's what I know.
The problem I have with the idea that it's just education is that why do then we see a lot of rich people, or not rich people, but like middle class people in right wing states that are
Oh no, there's definitely a culture. How you're raised is hugely influential in that. Like,
I really do think it's sort of just a problem with how people are, they're taught by their parents to think a certain way, so they think that way,
Oh yeah,
And
well, I
then
mean
they-
that's normal. When you're young, you do sort of mirror a lot of your parents' opinions because
Yeah.
that's who you trust, right?
I don't think they're bad people. I just think they were raised to think certain things, and now,
My,
Now-
They were
now-
raised incorrectly.
I was pretty. I mean, so
You are pretty, yes.
I lived through 9/11. Like that was a thing I watched happen on live television, and so I did kind of buy into a lot of the neocon stuff. A lot of people did because we were pretty scared. This was not a thing that we'd ever
Yeah.
experienced in our lives, And fear can make you buy into things and let people who don't have the best intentions at heart use it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that gets into one of the other things that a lot of the issues with conservatism can come down to exposure or lack of it. Because, like, down here, we do have a lot of Muslims who've been part of the community for ages, and so after 9/11, there were the reactionaries, but most of us were just cognizant that there were bad actors, but that is not everyone.
Yeah, and you guys have more diverse. You guys have more diverse.
Well, you're
Yeah.
Parties and stuff than we do as well.
Indonesia. You're right next to Indonesia, so it makes sense that there would be
Yeah,
a decent
too.
amount of Muslims
But also
there.
a lot of Middle Eastern groups, like after World War II, a lot of refugees came out here.
Are there a decent amount of Jewish communities in
Yeah, there's a fair bit around here as well.
Yeah, Australia is more diverse than I think people give it credit for.
Yeah, it's basically
I
the
know-
New York melting pot
Well-
kind of thing.
I mean, it would make sense for it to be diverse. A lot of places that were part of the British Empire are very diverse because of
Did I ever tell you guys
Empire.
about the? Did I tell you
The
guys
Empire
about the?
took over a lot of places.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. It's hard to find a place where they were involved that doesn't have some.
I mean, I would not have
fire
been born without the sheer amount of places the British Empire took over. It's because I'm of Nepali ancestry, and there's no way my parents would have met if not for my dad's pre-knowledge of English and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's the interesting thing about sorry, this section's a little tricky. So the interesting thing about the system in Australia, as I understand it, is that you guys you have mandatory voting, and that
And ranked
mandatory
voting.
voting? I don't know about that.
It's not mandatory registration, but if you have been registered to vote, then yeah, it is mandatory. You get fined if you're registered and you don't vote. But when you're 18, you can choose to not vote if you not register if you want, and just stay off the rolls.
I just think
Interesting.
in a lot of places that are more politically active, and maybe this is more my generation
That's
thing,
part
because
of
Gen
it,
Z
but
seems...
one of the big things is that we also have ranked choice voting. So if
Yeah.
you pick
Yeah.
a candidate, you also have a second and third choices, and points go to them if your guy doesn't get picked. And that gives a lot more of a broader option instead of just the two-party single candidate system.
And that is...
Then just
that
a
is...
pick your poison approach.
Yeah, and I'm sure that probably leads you guys to fewer, lesser of two evils types of situations.
Mhm.
It kind of does, because we do have two main parties, but we've also got a bunch of smaller ones as well, who even if they don't get in power overall, they can still influence major decisions because the big parties need their votes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it kind of
Makes
moderates.
sense.
It kind of moderates the more extreme things when there needs to be more collaborative appeal. Like you can't alienate the moderates.
Yeah, exactly.
That sort of thing. So I do think that creates sort of a tempering effect on extremism to some degree. I mean, nothing's going to get rid of that. Every system's got issues, but I think that is probably certainly helps. Doinky. Yeah, and I do think ranked choice would be nice, but it's difficult in the states. Like, some states have done that, like Alaska does ranked choice, but it's really difficult to implement, and that's one reason why third party in the United States is just, we need massive reforms before voting for the third party would actually matter in
Yeah,
most
big
places.
systemic change to get it working, and all that would be a big problem, especially with all the rhetoric going on about voting.
Oh yeah, no kidding. I have tried really hard the last couple of years to, when I have people who are, argue, oh, voting doesn't matter, there's no point, everything's the same, I've tried to push back against that. I hate these stupid clowns, I don't want them to get rid of them.
Yeah, I've seen you argue against one person on the unrigged server a lot.
It's the most doomer, one of the most doomer people I've ever interacted with.
Wait. Hang on, I think I know who you're talking about.
I ain't gonna name names, I don't want to be rude.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say their name on the game. I don't wanna.
Alright.
I'm not gonna call someone out publicly.
Just say, the only thing I'll say is I thought squirrels were supposed to be more cheerful, more energetic about things, more enthused. But,
Some people are just kind of...
no accounting for species,
Boomery.
individuals,
Yeah.
After all, not every fox is sneaky and untrustworthy. Look at me.
You would never be sneaky and untrustworthy.
And blatantly. So, not sneaky.
Yeah, no, I just...
Oh, yeah, not really sneaky, is he?
Yes.
Yeah, there ain't no stealth about you.
Do a big sneak. I got my my Metal Gear cardboard box, on hand. Oh shoot, I want to do this level last because I'm probably going to lose my Tanuki suit on the fort. Oh well. I forgot. I like the Tanuki suit. I want to keep it as long as I can. I always feel sad when the Tanuki suit gets knocked off. Big Island is a weird place. Everything's... I mean, big, but... it's got some unique things like these homing bullet bills that don't appear anywhere else.
Yeah.
So turn around, they don't like me. But, so I guess what I was getting at before I got, sidetracked, which is also a thing that never happens ever, right? That, like, my belief system has changed a lot over the years, and so I always try to give everyone the benefit of the doubt of, like, changing with new information and as they change as people, Nothing's locked, no belief system is, like, locked in stone forever, You can always learn things and improve your outlooks. Excuse me, my voice is going.
So,
Dang it!
my voice has basically been gone for like several weeks now.
I'm just a little dry.
But it's better now.
Yeah, you do sound a lot better.
Still a bunch of coughing, but sometimes my voice will like break for a moment, but
Oh,
it's not like terrible anymore.
my internet.
Yeah, but it's one reason I really get into talking with people, even people who disagree with me vehemently or have views that I personally find really, like, unwise or harmful. I still get a lot out of talking with them because a lot of people, like, if they find out that I'm, like, left-leaning, like, I wouldn't say leftist, but then they find out that I'm kind of left-leaning, there's an assumption right off the bat that I'm going to be like, oh yeah, you're just, like, racist, phobic, whatever. When you actually just talk to people, sometimes it, like, defies their expectations, and they're like, oh, maybe I can listen to you after all.
Yeah.
And it doesn't always work. Not everyone's willing to listen to everybody about everything, but I don't know. I think talking to people and learning from support. Because here's the thing: if I'm wrong, I want to know. I want to know if I'm wrong about something.
Mm-hmm.
No, I just want to be right about everything all the time. If I'm wrong, it's wrong. You're wrong, actually.
It's a nice source. That's a nice argument, Senator. Why don't you back it up with a source?
My sources are made it the fuck up.
You know what my source is?
I have a guess.
I'd also
What do you
like.
mean? I'm very unpredictable.
Yes, the-
Hey,
That's about what I thought.
I'm supposed to be the one fighting my fourth.
Ask not for whom the meow rings. Fingers, apparently.
Ask not what you can do for your country. What country can do for you? Or what you can do for your country. Yeah, I got it right, I think. Right?
What I always
Did I get
liked
it right?
when his speech,
That's about right.
what I always liked in his speech was the one where we choose to go to the moon and these other things, not because it's easy, because it's hard. I'm always like,
Because they are.
What
Not
other
because they are
things?
easy, but because they are hard.
I'm always like, what other things though? Like, I need to know the full context of that speech sometime, because what other things? Like going to the moon, definitely, but I wonder what else he's talking about. My history is
John
not
F. Kennedy's
ideal.
accent was kind of funny.
Who are we talking about?
John F.
Oh
Kennedy.
shit! Oh, there's a death.
Oh,
There's first death.
Daddy.
How unfortunate.
I wasn't paying
Nothing bad
attention.
ever happens to the Kennedys.
Nothing bad ever happened to the Kennedys.
Huh? Should have
How did
worked.
Kennedy come again?
Should have
I can't
worked.
remember for some reason.
From Clone High.
I wonder if that worked.
No, I mean like the actual Kennedy.
What?
Hmm.
The actual Kennedy, not the
He was from somewhere in the south. I don't remember.
Oh, I forgot to reset it all the way.
I thought he was from New York.
Was he? I don't remember. His voice just sounds a certain way to me, so I just
I
kind of
thought it was
assumed.
Boston.
I never
I
really
think
looked
it's
into
from,
him
it's a
that much.
Boston accent.
I have zero clue.
Hang on. I gotta do death reset. I screwed that up.
Yeah, honestly, I honestly have no idea.
There we go. Now I can do. You will die.
You must die.
Oh
You
well,
must die.
You must
that
die.
reduced it. It's supposed to reset it
You
to
must
0.
die.
Die.
Fine. Well, I'm up to 2, so if I die the next time, I don't have to do anything. So I'm just thinking ahead. I'm a visionary,
You
truly.
must die.
Palpatine moment. Now you will die.
Join me, Link. I will make your face the greatest in Cornhigh. Else you will die.
Oh, donut lifts. I love donut lifts. I love donuts, really.
Donuts.
I just need a lift from one of these guys. Whee! Dang it. I just want the secret room. There we go. This game is laden with secrets.
Yeah.
You know what's really sad? I actually did used to have the Nintendo Power that had like the full map spread out of every level, all the secrets, all the little tips. And you know what happened to it? Water
What?
damage.
Oh,
Yep.
that sucks. I have a bunch of old Nintendo Powers from the late 2000s, early 2010s, before it died. I have the final issue too.
Now you're playing with
I remember
power.
the final issue came out, and I was really sad.
The internet changed a fair few things. I do miss strategy guides and stuff.
Final issue came out in 2012, I think. I think the very last issue previewed the Wii U.
Oh wow. I didn't realize it actually went that long. I thought it died around the... I thought it died like really early on in
No.
the Wii era.
No,
Wow.
no,
okay.
it died. Its very last issue previewed the Wii U.
I remember the Wii U.
Me too.
Yeah, it was a device.
I've still got...
I
I've
liked
still got
it.
Grizzes.
I liked it.
No. Here's the thing. There are 2 games I think it's absolutely, like, stand out for. And it's the remakes of Wind Waker and Twilight Princess.
Haven't most of the games that
That's
are worth
true.
anything for the Wii U gotten ported to the Switch already?
Yeah, almost all of them.
Those
almost,
two
all,
actually have not been.
almost all of the
But why,
ones
though?
that were the best sellers, almost all like the big first party ones have though.
Yeah. I think
Yeah, like I think
But yeah.
Super Mario 3D World was ported over.
Mario Maker
and
2.
literally the only reason why they were any good is because they were just basically glorified inventory. The controller was a glorified inventory screen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Star Fox had a cool idea with the controller, but just didn't execute it very well. Like,
The gimmick didn't end up being that useful, unfortunately.
although
Yeah.
There
it was sort of a
games-
stepping stone to the
When I-
Switch.
The problem
Yeah,
is
but-
the gimmick felt more hindrance than anything.
Yeah. Like motion controls, I think a lot of people really liked the novelty of for like the original Wii because it created really interesting ways to interact with things. Like even my parents were playing on the Wii all the time, you know? So it
Yeah.
appealed to a lot of people. But the Wii U, I think, was just
Innovation for innovation's sake.
Yeah, it was not a thing that like anyone was really needing, and it was executed oddly. And I think it's because they saw the DS doing so well and wanted to like consoleize that, and without thinking about the fact that that's just a different experience.
That's probably why I think it would just work so well for Wind Waker and Twilight Princess. It was just a glorified inventory screen, and it meant like you didn't have to stop, break the flow of the game, pausing to constantly swap out all of your items. You just and doubly so for Twilight Princess. You now had a dedicated button to just swap between forms.
Oh, dedicated! I thought you said dead kid button. I'm like, that's a terrible button.
Dedicated wham.
Yeah, you had.
Dedicated.
No wonder it didn't do well if everyone has a dead kid button.
You don't like the dead kid button?
Depends on the kid, I guess, but that's have a whole button for it. You must be doing that a lot.
Look, all I'm saying is that kid had it coming.
Right.
Shoot for the moon! Hey, I made it.
No, what if I don't want to shoot for the moon?
Then I don't know. Meow and mediocrity.
And I'll blow you up.
Explode.
Meows can never be mediocre.
So now I get to fight. Oh
How
wow,
dare you.
yeah. His original sprite. That's a goofy sprite for Iggy, man. Or for yeah, for Iggy, that is a weird sprite.
Kit,
Yeah.
But
Kit, how dare you suggest that meows can be mediocre? How dare you?
go to the moon then, coward.
I'm gonna growl at you. I will. We'll do it.
Meow.
I-
Meow. Meow.
The people of the moon are above your petty Terran threats.
Leia isn't Terran,
How
idiot.
dare you talk about my Terran skills? I'm trying my best to micro, okay?
They mixed the kings up. That's one thing I don't get about this version. That was supposed to be the king of the desert land. I don't know why they did that.
Fuck you.
Subvert expectation, I guess, huh? Okay, now this world is interesting. When Grizz and I last played this one, we purposely died on the Karibo's shoe level because it's the only level that has it, and we both really enjoy it. So we just like took turns dying to goof around with it. We're very silly.
Yeah. Indeed.
What's funny is the way he and I play games, we really do cut a lot loose. Like the last time we were at like the big arcade, at like a big arcade, we were playing Donkey Kong, and we were both not doing amazing. You know, we were the first level even I was struggling with, which you know it was a rough day on that one. I'm usually better at it, but at one point we get this dumb idea. I don't remember who started it, but we get this dumb idea. It's like, okay, one of us is going to use the joystick and the other one's going to do the jumping. And we did it, and on our first try, we beat the first level. So,
Wow.
So we have weird, like, ability to synchronize, you know?
Yeah, well, your face has a weird ability to synchronize. Don't ask what that means. 'Cause
I
don't
was just
know
trying to
myself.
parse that one, yeah. Dang it. The look my face is making now is certainly synchronizing into a weird one.
Also, because I don't think you heard me because I lagged. Kit,
Yeah.
Erwin is not Terran, so you can't call him you can't say that. You can't call him a Terran.
All cats are
Cool.
equal before the might of the moon.
No.
Sailor Moon?
just deny that out of hand. No, nah.
Meow.
All cats are superior to the moon.
I've always been fascinated by the moon. It's one reason I use it as like my logo. It's why Kit's main tattoo, despite experimenting with different patterns, he's always had the crescent moon on his chest.
So,
have
I
an
didn't
affinity.
notice that.
Yeah, I have an affinity for it. It's small. It's more prominent in some art than others. Lots of little nippers.
Yeah.
But the moon. The reason, actually, what's funny is going back to the moon. I guess I've always been fascinated as a kid because I had really bad colic as a kid, so my stomach's just been garbage my whole life. And one night, my dad, I was just absolutely inconsolable, really upset. And so my dad took me outside for like a brief walk, as you sometimes do with little kids, you know, or you'd go for a drive or whatever. And apparently I looked up in the night sky and got this huge smile. And my dad said, "What?" And I said, "There's my friend Moon." So apparently I've always liked the moon. Dang it. Thought I memorized that one. But yeah, so the moon's just always... I actually had a dog named that I named Luna because she was my little friend. She didn't live very long. We got her as a puppy, and she was a Chihuahua. And we took her to the vet for her first vet appointment, and they're like, "Oh, there's definitely a problem here. There's a huge issue with her heart." And they gave her like... I think you're popping, Brave. They gave her like...
No.
They gave her like 6 months to live, and we made it to like 4 years. It was awesome. She was a tough little thing.
Really working.
She was a tough little thing. What was hilarious was, so I'm a very tall guy, right?
Yeah.
And this was a Chihuahua who, even for Chihuahua standards, was a little on the runty side. She felt it was her sacred duty to protect me, like that. Like I needed her to watch my back. Like I could have a butterfly land on my shoulder and she'd just glare at it and growl.
Wow.
So she was absolutely dead set that she was my defender. Small dogs are so funny in that they so overestimate their abilities.
Yeah.
Functioning right now. Oh my god, yeah, that's... stupid.
You okay?
Stupid internet.
Oh,
Getting pissed off at the internet.
sorry to hear. Tanuki suit! Tanuki suit.
Nuki.
We're ready for the con now. Woo!
Oh my...
I was so happy when I went to the anime convention last fall and got to hug a big floofy Renamon. It was awesome.
That does sound great.
So this is like the only optional fortress, and there's probably a reason for it. This fortress blows.
Holy shit. Fucking hell.
Bloody head.
Fucking...
Yeah, you definitely are sounding like your audio's getting really patchy. So back when Kit's original design was more of an Arctic Fennec hybrid than like his own genetic cocktail species.
Yeah.
I wasn't ever sure what size to make him. Like, because Fennecs be small, you know?
Yeah.
But I always compromised by having him be of fairly average height, just really lithe.
Yeah.
And never comfortable anywhere, because if you're half Arctic and half Fennec, like no room is ever going to be comfortable, ever, temperature-wise.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I can see that.
Or every room's comfortable, I don't know which extreme that would be. I keep forgetting. I keep forgetting. Okay, better.
Okay, Tess, can you hear me?
I can hear ya.
Hi.
Yay! We have Kitty.
Okay, finally.
It sounded like you were
Was
struggling
working
for
for like several minutes. I couldn't even, it was just buffering.
Wow.
Couldn't hear anything. Fucking hell, stupid. Ugh. Drives me insane.
You know, with how dependent we've got on the internet, it's just so uniquely frustrating when it stops working.
Yeah.
So now we get to do the Goomba Shoe level. This level's amazing, but you only ever get the one level. It's very sad. You only ever get this one Goomba Shoe level.
You would think that at this point, with how
That's what ROM hacks are for.
old
It's have more
internet
of that.
is,
So yeah, that's the Goomba Shoe. I steal. Doingy, 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 doingy.
Boingy,
Doingy.
boingy, boingy, boingy.
It's a fun little power-up. It's very silly, but it's fun. Looks like you're brave in a stocking Christmas art.
Yeah.
That I got
What were
done.
those little guys in Voyage of the Dawn Treader with the big foot? Oh, the Duffel Puds! They were fun.
That sounds familiar.
They were little gnome kind of guys, but instead of having legs, they just had one giant boot that they hopped around on. And then when they slept on their backs with their foot above them, and they just looked like mushrooms.
That's amazing.
Mhm.
Oh, shoot. Ah!
Amazing.
I've been de-shoed. Oh, no.
skill issue.
It's okay, I can get this. It makes it
I'm
hard to
going
get,
to
makes
say
it,
that every time you struggle.
makes it hard to get the
I
star
am
anyway,
going
I
to
guess.
say
Yeah, I know.
that.
Well, that was it.
Look, I wouldn't
I
be.
hope-
I would.
I hope you enjoyed your one level of Mario's Magical Foot Fetish adventure.
Look, cat. Would I be a cat if I didn't make fun of you whenever you failed?
I think I'd be more insulted if you didn't at this point. Like, I'd worry something was wrong. It's one thing I put on my throne page. I said, you know, I don't want it to get out. I don't want my reputation to get out that I actually might know what I'm doing on occasion. Think of the blowback. We didn't come here to watch you succeed, heathen. This was not what I meant to do, but oh well. That was also not what I meant to do. God damn it.
Unfortunate.
Popped up too soon. The swamp sprites in this one are so weird.
Are there?
They've got like a weird, like, red spiky head thing.
Yeah, they are kind of weird, aren't they?
I mean, it was their first game, I guess, so it's fair, but designs evolve, you know? In Mario 64, they were just bricks. They were just, like, squares. They were just big squares. They didn't have, like, any spikies.
Mm-hmm. I love squares.
Good, because you are a square.
Are you a square enthusiast, Kit?
I have been known to enjoy the occasional quadrilateral.
But what about squares specifically? I asked if you were a square enjoyer, not if you enjoyed quadrilaterals in general, Kit.
I don't want to just be discriminatory towards the rectangles. They have it rough enough. Squares get all the glory.
No. I disagree. Fuck
Alright.
rectangles.
I'm gonna try something real quick. Because I have to, because I need one moment, but yeah. No, I get what you're doing. I'm not trying to bait me into getting in trouble with the other shapes by overly praising squares. I know your game.
Okay, I might be in the middle of a 14 raid. Can someone do the meowing?
Alright, hang on. I'm gonna do the thing. Are you ready for me to do a thing?
Thank you.
I'm gonna do a thing to see if I can even do it. Alright.
Sure.
So you're ready. It's gonna be neat. It's gonna blow you away. You're gonna lose your minds with how cool I am.
What? Me distracted while someone's streaming? Never.
Alright, so
Where are you gonna go?
I am creating a poll. Alright. It's gonna be cool. Column. And world. Just seeing if this actually works. Okay, I'm going to launch this poll. You ready? It's gonna be cool.
No. I'm not.
You're not ready?
Don't do it.
I wait for no one.
Not even the kitty.
Especially not Kitty. You know how often cats sleep?
Hmm.
All right,
What?
let's see if this works.
Someone called me a
This works.
pooch. How dare they?
Okay, I am starting the poll. Vote on your favorite classic Mario. Hey, it's working. Vote on your favorite classic Mario. Right now, if you like.
I'll be there in a sec.
Oh yeah, no, sorry, I know you're busy, but like, it'll be up for a minute.
How do I do that?
Yeah.
Oh,
In chat, it'll tell
someone
you.
called me a pooch.
It'll
How
tell you in
dare
stream
they?
chat. I just wanted to see if I could get that to work.
Wait, it called you a what?
A pooch. You know, like a dog. Good for a dog.
Oh, but you're a good pooch.
Mm,
So cute and small.
I think there's a clear favorite here.
Yeah, dang.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's pretty decisive so far, huh?
No, 1 second. I haven't even looked at the thing yet. Or the poll, or whatever you said you were doing.
I was just experimenting with this, and I don't know. When I get the
Yeah,
rewards,
weirdly enough, my least favorite out of these 4 is actually 1.
yeah, no, same.
it's just a different experience, isn't it?
It's not the game's fault. It's just that it's really wonky in comparison to the others to play.
I mean, yeah, they definitely learned a lot about.
But it's not the game's fault. Like it was the first time they made a platformer in this style. So
Yeah,
Look, whereas jank as a Super Mario World 2 is, or SMB 2, as jank and like as weird of a backstory it is for being put together, it still has a great charm to it.
yeah, I'd agree. I oscillate between my favorite being 3 and World because they're both really, really good. But like I think World has probably the best physics of the old ones, but 3 is just kind of a nice. You got this whole inventory system. You get to go to all these more varied places. I don't know. It's a tough call.
for me, it'd probably be 3 World 2 1, with a decent gap between 3 and World and between World and 2.
I get a free Tanuki suit. So do you know that the cool thing about the Tanuki suit is the statue thing?
2 and 3 more.
It took me the longest time to actually understand what that reference is. The statue Mario turns into. Just very Japanese moment.
It is extremely Japanese, yes. You know, Kamen Rider Geats has a Tanuki rider.
Seriously? That's
Yeah,
awesome.
he's one of the main characters.
Oh my god! Wait, fingers. I'm in the Cyberpunk Reddit ever since I started playing that game. This just appeared.
Do you want to know what they called him, Kit?
Oh boy, what am I looking at?
What do they call them?
Hang on.
They call him Kamen Rider Tycoon.
Kamen Rider Tycoon?
Speaking of weird things,
Tycoon.
Oh,
you've
man.
played 6.55, right?
What?
You're caught up on like Final Fantasy, the latest patch, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm sending
Wait,
you
what did
something in
We got to
return.
we got to hang out with Big. I got to watch Roshan hang out with Big Carnivore Kitty Lady,
Yes.
Slayer of obnoxious toucan things. Not gonna risk losing.
Yeah, I saw this. I saw this, fingers. I like it a lot. If you look in the stream chat, this is what I saw when I opened Reddit.
Yeah.
Wow! Run, fingers.
Wait.
Just for
Where am I
context, there's in the stream chat on Kit's server.
Oh, auto scrollers. Everyone loves auto scrollers. So actually what's cool about auto-scrolling in this game was they developed, that was another little cool programming trick. Not all of the side-scroller levels are just like one direction. Some of them actually like shift direction and speed at times. Like,
Technical difficulties.
uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
I can't find it.
Oh no.
It's stream chat in the call we're on.
Yeah, yes, I'm looking at it, and yet the only thing I see is Immortal Dan saying Strem.
Are you in the right place?
I hope I am.
It's above the streaming room that says meow with like 5 billion exclamation
Yes,
points.
that's the one I opened up.
Huh.
I think you might.
I think
you might be bugging.
Or
I
it's a
think it's
perms
loading
thing.
over
I had
messages
that.
for you.
It might be a permission thing. Are you listed as a
Maybe.
streamer, Fingers? Are you?
What's it?
Do you have the streamer role, Fingers?
I'm not a streamer, so no.
Oh,
I
well,
don't
that
have-
might be the problem then. I thought I gave you that. I'm sorry. I was giving it to people so I could like call.
Oh yeah,
anyone
he
who was
doesn't
interested in
have
streaming.
it.
Oh, okay, that's my
Yeah,
fault.
he
then.
doesn't have it.
Okay. There you go. Enjoy your
Whoops.
life being blue.
Okay,
There you go.
You should be able to
That
see
ought to
it.
do it.
there we go.
Yeah.
Stream chat.
Do you see it?
Yeah. Out there.
There's just for context, there's like a kind of an asshole character in Cyberpunk named Fingers, funnily enough.
I need to stop doing this. I'm running out of idle space. I need to stop winning. The card
When I
game.
found that when I first played the game and saw that character a couple months ago, I was like, oh, I recognize that.
I
name,
love that
not the-
react. That is a great react.
Oh gosh.
Yep, I'm almost full on items.
I cannot wait when Dawn Share releases to see all of the silly things people are gonna come up for her, like
Yeah.
the silly memes of her.
So
Oh,
These-
this is also the first game where
Silly.
you could do star chaining.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. I enjoy star chaining.
Yeah, because otherwise a lot of them are just coins, coin boxes if you don't have a star already. But if you hit them when you have a star, they turn into a star.
Yeah, star chaining is a classic Mario thing now.
I love that theme. You know what my favorite variant is the Mario 64 one with Metal Mario.
yeah.
That's a good song.
Even if I'm not a big fan of Mario 64, it is good.
Mushroom, come
For
on, where are
reasons
the tinky
I've-
suits at?
For reasons I've already described
Yeah.
in my displeasure for the.
Oh yeah, no, and you have it's good justifications. I just think it's one of those things where I love it. Almost not even despite its flaws. I think I kind of love it. Part of why I love it is the flaws. And it was probably one of those had to be there things. Like it was
Seven has
pretty
felt
revolutionary.
I think 7 has felt not as flawed as 64, but that's probably just because it's a lot easier. You know,
Oh no!
RPGs don't have the same. RPGs don't get hit as hard from poor technological. From a lack of knowing how the technology works yet, as much as
Well, you don't have the camera painting you either in 7.
Yeah.
Mario 64's biggest weakness, I would definitely say, is the camera. You have to fight the camera a lot.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do any of you know like a good 4K player? The 4K discs?
No, sorry.
4K
No.
discs?
Yeah. 4K
You
DVD
know the
stuff.
thing?
Oh,
Like-
oh,
4K Blu-ray.
oh, gotcha.
But
Yeah. I'll be honest, I just bought a PS4 literally just to play all my Blu-ray stuff because I hated dealing with that.
I've had a dedicated Blu-ray player for a long time. Like I've had this Blu-ray player since 2011 and it still works. But I don't know. I kind of want to. Ernie kind of wants to upgrade. That one's getting old and it makes a lot of noise.
Mm-hmm.
What a funny
You know, it
coincidence.
still works just fine.
It's funny, I'm a little bit old. I make a lot of noise, and most of the time I work okay. We have a lot in
Well,
common.
that's different.
We have a lot in
That's
common.
different than technology.
Oh. Don't get to be friendos with the DVD, the Blu-ray. Damn it! Thought I could get under him. So the trick to getting a star every time, like I can't always pull it off, but I can do it often. The trick is you have to be running at full speed and you have to hit the corner of the card, and then you'll get a star if you do it right.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I didn't know it was the consistent thing you could do.
Yeah.
It was just random.
No, where you hit the box can influence it.
Where you hit
I
the
didn't know
box,
that.
how it's always consistent and like to the point that like it's like the same thing in Mario Maker 2. Or in like Mario Maker worlds.
Mm-hmm. God, I love Mario Maker. I need to. If I ever do get the capture card solution figured out, I think it'd be really fun for everyone to do Mario Maker stuff.
Yeah, that shit's expensive.
I think it could be a fun. I think it could be a fun. I think it could even be a fun stream to do like a group level design,
Maybe.
or even just a hangout. Doesn't have to stream.
I don't have a Switch though.
Well, no, I mean like, if I could capture it, then we could make decisions together, and
That's true. Yeah. That'd
more
be
than
fun.
more than anything.
That'd be fun.
Love Grizz is there. We're gonna have to watch out. He is a bona fide level design troll.
The difference between the 3 streaming cards that you linked, really.
Price and features.
Yeah, really, it's and I put 3 there because like I honestly this is definitely a hobby. It's not something I feel I need like the best of everything to do at all, you know. In fact, even just getting that webcam is going to be so much fun because I can finally do some modeling streams and stuff.
Yes. That was kind of the reason I
I suppose I could do a face reveal at this point, even if I wanted to.
Well, I mean, I just really badly wanted the modeling streams to happen.
I mean, if you're comfortable with that.
But I want to do like a
Good
face.
choice.
I'll do like a face reveal fake out.
Yeah.
See?
Like I'll be like,
Do it.
I'll just like I'll say I'm gonna show my face, and it'll just cut to that Indiana Jones scene. Don't look, Marianne.
There's only one kind of face reveal you ever. Actually, I need to. Do I do this? I even hooked up to the right thing.
I don't mind my appearance for the most part, but I like having an avatar, to be honest.
This is the only face reveal you need to do.
I mean, look at my ears. Why would I want to change that? Big ears. Big ears, good.
You could have kitty ear though. That would be cool.
I am looking at getting. Obviously, I have money issues right now. I have health issues right now, and you know I'm trying to complete tasks. But I actually am on set to get some of my first real life piercings. Start with the ears. Not going to do anything wacky. Too wacky. When I first started hanging out with Ark,
But I know you like jewelry and stuff.
oh yeah, I adore jewelry. Crap, fine, I'll run the gauntlet.
This is what you need to do for your face reveal. Right here. What I'm doing.
Let's,
Are you doing the Are you using the horse thing again?
Maybe.
I like the horse thing. Okay, so Roy shakes the ground. He's a big fella. No, you took my Tanuki suit, you dick. Okay, now you die. Raccoon
I mean,
Slayer.
wasn't he gonna die anyways?
Yes, but now, but before he was gonna
Now
be,
he'll-
he was going to
now he'll
die the
also
right way. He was gonna be
die.
killed by a graceful Tanuki. Now he just gets stomped by a plumber. That's his fault. No death by raccoon thighs for you. I like this guy's beard. That is a cool beard. Like, you're gonna be a king. I would definitely get a big ass beard as a king. I would be one of those guys.
Would you
know?
want to die via cat pie?
I mean, that's not the way I thought Leia would finish me, but you know.
I mean, she could. You would have no qualms about it.
I'm pretty familiar with some of it, but you probably know more about it than I do, to be honest.
So, do you know how some companies have been like putting out standard definition stuff on Blu-ray?
Yep.
And because standard definition video files are so much smaller than HD video files, you can put an entire like 52 episode show on a single Blu-ray disc.
Yep.
Yeah, that's why DVD shouldn't exist anymore.
Yeah, having the capacity to do like up to 4K, but also like down to standard res, like that's definitely ideal.
Yeah.
Always easier to have. It's like how do a lot of people realize? A lot of people don't even have 4K devices, like TVs and stuff.
Yeah.
Or screens.
Yeah.
So like a lot of times it doesn't even come up, but having the capacity for it, but also the versatility, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, I think like right now the primary reason I kind of wanna try at some point in the next couple of years upgrade to a 4K setup is because that Macross 2 set I pre-ordered is actually a combo pack of Blu-ray and 4K Blu-ray.
Sweet.
It's only available that way, so.
Yeah, I could have gone 4K with my computer monitor.
Yeah.
But I ended up doing dual double ultra wides because I ended up preferring refresh rate over pixel density. And screen real estate, of course.
My monitor's not 4K either, so you know.
No, mine's not.
Which is why none of
my laptop doesn't have a 4K display.
Look, it took me several years, despite my high-end computers that I enjoy building. It took me several years to get a monitor that was better than a 1080p 60 refresh rate. 60 hertz refresh rates.
Yeah, people when they're doing their high-end computer builds sometimes forget to factor that in.
TV is so I can like trying to remember what size my current TV is so I can like look up 4K TVs and same size. This seems like the perfect size for my room space.
I wouldn't mind a new TV. Mine's a plasma screen, believe it or not.
I'm being texted.
Wow.
They don't make those as much anymore.
Yeah, wow.
So the big old chonker, very heavy, gets hot. Very pretty though.
Mine's just a big LCD HD TV.
Oh, hang on, I gotta.
I suddenly feel very sleepy. Why do I feel sleepy? There's no reason to be sleepy.
I don't know. I do.
Okay, I was afraid the
Hello,
power flickered. I was afraid the power flickered for a second.
I am EP Kit. I am EP Kit Cat.
No, I'm Kit.
Oh, hey, Kit, guess what?
What?
Hi.
Oh, hey, Ren.
Sure.
Ren?
Yeah?
Just got an email saying
what sounds do Martins make?
Stuff is on the way to...
Wait. Kit. Is it still supposed to be saying, I don't know, I'm stupid and gay on your stream?
No, the game is supposed to be showing.
You know, I mean, it's fitting.
You're making me stupid and gay. I'm making the stupid... That's why that screen's there, actually. I literally put that there in case I was having technical difficulties. I'm glad my foresight has been rewarded.
Woo. Something things.
There we go. There we go.
Oh shit, Kate, you should look at Throne. Somebody did something.
Oh, someone else did something? Oh my goodness.
Yeah?
Now I
It was anonymous.
You know, an alert was supposed to happen if somebody did something on this, so yippity-doo to that working. I'll have to check it.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, what do we got? I wasn't even sure I should put this thing up, so I'm surprised. Alert. Oh, what did I get?
It is so
Oh, hi, Ren. When'd you get here?
Right now.
Holy shit. Holy shit.
About a minute or two ago.
I didn't notice. Hi.
No way.
Hey. What's up, kid?
Someone got us a capture card.
Huh?
Yeah, on the throne
Yeah,
site.
nice.
We're gonna so we can do
Wait,
do Switch stuff.
It says anonymous. Somebody anonymous
Yeah.
got
Holy shit.
capture card.
Well, thank you, Anonymous.
Wow.
Damn.
Was it one of us?
No, it wasn't me.
Oh.
Definitely wasn't me. I could not do shit like that.
Well, thank
right
you,
now at all.
Anonymous. I would kiss your V for Vendetta face mask were we to meet. I promise.
Anonymous strikes again. How dare they?
Dang, that's really generous. Thank you. Yeah, they
shit,
got
man.
the mid-grade one that looks really good. The EVGA XR1 Lite.
You might want to remove the cheapest option from there then.
It's really good. Oh yeah, good idea. Holy shit, thank you. Wow. That's...
And keep
damn,
only
thank
the
you.
really expensive, really fancy expensive one just in case, but yeah, there you go, it's gone.
Oh, thank you so much. I approve of your sneaky kindness. I'll send you a custom thank you
Kindness
message
is
when
in
I'm
fact
out of
fun.
Iceland and this music doesn't bring up like memories of being stuck listening to this for an hour.
Why did a bunch of your candy get marked as unavailable?
Oh, it did.
Yeah, a ton of your candy got marked as unavailable.
I'll mark you as unavailable. Stupid thing. I want candy. Look, there's a reason that the characters, when I was prompted to create House Pets OCs, there was a reason that my OCs are a dog and a cat named Reese and Twix.
Oh,
Oh my gosh! I just saw. That's funny.
the big masquerada.
Yes.
The moment I saw that, I laughed. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I ended up putting
we need to make Kit become Corgi, guys. Don't need to gang up and make that happen.
I would absolutely take a picture of Teddy and I together with that. That would be fun.
Yes.
Okay, I got
Yes.
speed. Hang on. I thought I was flying speed. Hang on. There we go.
Yeah, that's a nice chair.
Well, geez, thank you. That is incredibly generous. We'll make sure we use that then to play games. We're gonna be able to do Smash Bros now, some Switch games. We could do like Metroid Dread. I have a shit ton of Switch games, really.
I don't know if we can use that shit.
Switch is one of my more well-used consoles. Gosh, I could do my older ones too. I could probably get my SNES Classic in there.
Oh yeah.
Dang, thank you. That's incredibly nice. Well, I'm gonna send you a thank you message, and if whoever you are, I don't know if there's a way to respond, but if you have any requests for stuff to play, happy to take them.
Hell yeah.
Although if it's anonymous, it's probably
That's
gonna be like,
exciting.
if it's
That's like
anonymous, it's
the-
probably gonna be Anarchist Simulator.
You're in less than 24 hours, in only 17 hours. Sorry, only 7 hours. Only 7 hours. Your streams have been massively overhauled.
Yeah, it's nuts.
What's this?
I was hesitant. I'll be honest. I was hesitant to even put that out there because I don't like. I don't know. Like I always am like super grateful for people's generosity, but like I'm that kind of person who
You don't like to
is,
seem you don't like to seem like you're actively seeking it.
Yeah, I also like. I don't know. I can kind of turn like pink with embarrassment very easily if someone's very, very kind.
Yeah, same.
But I ended up putting it out there because, you know, I mean, I think it was actually Jonas that had said, hey, just put you on out into the universe and see what happens.
Yeah. I mean, I've now done it myself.
I liked your list. You've got all the Transformers.
I got to edit it a bit. I still need to reorganize stuff to make it more clean. But I'm done with that now because it's so frustrating. I just don't want to do that. Actually, organizing these lists is so annoying.
I'll have to figure out why the alert didn't happen. It's supposed to come up and it's supposed to have it's supposed to show Teddy saying thank you. That's what's supposed to happen.
Teddy. We like Teddy here.
He's a good dog.
Teddy should be the unofficial stream mascot. Or no, the official stream mascot.
I could definitely make that work. I figured out that if I can get the loyalty, you know, the little chat currency thing to work, the channel points are going to be called Skittles.
Oh my god.
Amazing.
And I took your advice, Ren. One of the things that you can redeem them for is for me to say whatever the fuck you want in a silly accent.
Holy shit.
Hell yeah.
I'm sure this will go well, probably.
What's
Probably.
funny is the default thing where it's like redeem like a question or dare. The default thing is like keep it PG-13. I'm like, no.
Don't tell me how to
Yeah.
live my life.
Oh shit. Oh, how did I do that?
We do not do PG-13 here.
The dumbest death I've
siree.
had so far. I've only had 2, and that was by far the dumbest.
We are very much R-rated here.
Yeah, I'm a little worse than Zero's streams even. Like I admit I cut a little bit loose.
Yesterday's stream was something.
That sure was. Holy cow. That
Oh,
game.
it took me a second to remember, but yeah.
Oh, I got backwards. Yeah, no, that whole game, the way that the entire game is worded is intriguing.
Has to be intentional.
I want to play 7, but I don't know if I should play that when I'm not streaming it.
I mean, I don't. You know, I mean, I enjoy hearing your reactions, but you don't always have to like do that. Just like for me, obviously, play it for yourself. You know, I'm just curious what you think about it because it's my favorite, and so I like watching your live reaction to it and helping you out because the maps are very confusing. Yeah, no need to ever wait for me. One of the things I do want to do on this stream as an ongoing thing is I probably will do Final Fantasy VII Remake, but I know that's a little spoiled. That would be a little spoilery for you. So I have to be careful how I do that.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to do it, I can just not pay super much attention and just sort of exist to converse.
I do like hearing you converse. Besides, if I end up eating pavement, who's gonna make fun of me?
Yeah.
Yeah, so but if we get the capture card, that means we could do like Switch stuff, so I could actually holy shit, we could do our rematch with Haggis fingers.
Yes.
The dark one will fall.
Good.
Okay, now this level's some bullshit if you don't know the trick. So I'll show you.
Your rivalry with Hag is so funny.
You know
It's
what's
quite hilarious.
You know what's wild? I don't even remember how that started, like what it was for, and we're both just too damn stubborn to like stop now. So this level is an infinite loop. You can just keep going, and all it would do is loop. There's only one way
Yeah,
out.
how do I get?
It's very stupid. So I shall show the secret. The secret is you have to get this guy, run really fast, and fly your butt up here. Only way up.
I thought it was gonna be some Kaizo bullshit for a second.
Well, I mean, by the standards of old Mario, it's trickier, but like it's still baseline Mario.
Bullshit. Throw and grab the shell to get some. I don't know. I've seen Kaizo, but I've never like played it or anything, so I don't know actually how bullshitty it is. But
I think I would pretty much invent a dictionary of swear words if I had to play Kaizo Mario for very long. Oh, ice physics, woo! Oh, I'm almost to 99 lives.
Nice.
My self-affirmation, spending entirely too much time playing Mario is at hand.
I don't think I've ever beaten a Mario game. I've always sucked at stuff like this. And then I get slightly far and then I immediately die all the time forever. And then I just get annoyed and stop playing.
We back in my day, we didn't have no fancy Celeste or Or
I'm also horrible
Remember
at
that?
Celeste. I've just played it a bit too much, so I'm decent at it now, but I'm what, like 50 hours in and I still haven't beaten Farewell.
we had an old man blue collar worker with a mustache, and we liked it.
I'm like, did I beat Farewell? I might have. I forget. Strawberry Jam took me forever. The beginner lobby.
Oh, I've also been setting up a tips page for the stream, in case people want to throw in art assets, but I haven't set that up yet, and honestly, I wanted to see how the throne went because I already felt a little weird asking people for stuff.
Mhm.
Of course, it also means
Oh,
I'm not going to
no.
be showing any. It also means I'm not going to be showing any AI art on stream.
People are sending me that Arctic Fox gif again.
Uh-oh.
Which one is it? I haven't seen it.
We just lost Brave.
Ren, I don't think you can see it yet.
Ah.
Arctic,
Okay.
Arctic Fox with them tickle bitties.
Okay,
there's a
sorry
there's a
to distract
swimsuit
from the
version. Never
stream.
mind. I'll send
The
swimsuit.
swimsuit
version.
one's still cute. The swimsuit one.
Okay,
Yeah.
Even though it's not my
sorry to
preferred
distract
version.
from the stream, but I have no idea how to get back to the mall, to the
There you
market.
go, Ren. That's what we're talking about. That gif.
Oh, so you have to go back through the way
that is
you
some
went
cool
where
art.
you've got that. With the
Yeah.
there, you remember the area where you
There's
fought the Hell
another
House?
version of it that I vastly prefer, but that
Yeah.
one was not for your eyes.
You have to go back through there.
That's fair.
Oh, okay.
It is cute.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just very
I think
energetic.
the other version is cuter, but
I just like the energy of it. It's very cute and playful.
it's amazing.
What are we talking about?
The Arctic Fox gif.
Ooh, yes.
Fox Booba. Just need to get rid of some items. Dang, I don't know why I'm stockpiling so bad.
But
Yeah,
what if
like-
you need them later,
Right.
Kit? No.
My new favorite gif of all time.
Dude, gifts can be really neat. Like there are some gifts that are just
I can
Very well done.
trade you for this. One of my favorites. Hold on. I really like this one.
That is a very silly one.
I'll send it actually. Hold on. I'll send it in the stream
Yeah,
chat.
do it. That's great.
Yeah, I remember CC. It is very good.
Yes.
Which
I
one
adore
is
it
this one?
immensely.
There
bug.
we go. I really like that one.
That's
It's
funny.
Silly.
I love the little noodle guys.
Yeah, the noodle guys are great.
Noodly guys are good.
Not at all biased towards noodle guys in any way.
Noodle.
Mm-hmm, I believe you.
I actually have a mustelid character now.
I really need to see that.
Just the one.
Oh wait, no, you showed me. I remember. I keep forgetting that you. Oh my gosh, I am.
Well, she is wearing a
have-
lot of
But
stuff.
you have showed.
She is wearing a lot of stuff.
I
Like
have
Shen's in a
I
mech
have
suit,
a
so
I have
do
a
remember.
Fox OC that I have sketched in conception, but I don't have anything physically yet that I came up
have-
with recently.
I've made a Fox OC recently. I don't know if I've ever sent it in there.
Because
I thought your original was a fox.
I was thinking basically
Yeah,
he's
well,
the.
but then there's
I wanted
Harvey.
to make a. So I wanted to make a fox just because of all the foxes here.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh yeah, let's make like the royal cybernetic guy. You know what if
The official
you know
job
what I
title.
mean?
It says it on his name tag.
The guy who's in charge of cybernetics.
I was letting that block chase me. That was kind of fun.
That Renamon sticker is really, really cute.
That's very cute.
Yeah.
I will stick her prominently. Oh, I forgot a level. We can't do that, can we?
But yeah, the original Renzona was a Fox, but I'm joking. I don't think I've ever sent Harvey here.
Oh, I know of Harvey, yeah, but I've never.
Yeah, I have put it in the. Well, I can put it somewhere in. It's probably been somewhere in the Imaginate.
There's just one
Server.
problem, Rupert. You're talking to the wrong Harvey.
Somewhere or something.
Dude, I love Harvey Dent when he's done right in Batman media.
Mm.
God, son of a bitch. Stupid
There
fuck. Ow, he got me twice
we
because the
go.
stupid donut lift wouldn't fall, because I was between
Put
pixels.
it in, I don't know, show and tell or something. There we go. Wait, is that the right version?
Show and tell
There's
is
like
kind of what
15.
I'm going to end up using just to, if people want to show stuff actually on stream.
Oh, fair enough. So
But, like, I mean, it works. I'm going to keep a thread for that, for individual streams, so, you know, you can use that however you like for now. It's all good. I just like seeing people's art and hearing their stories. It's one of my favorite things.
Where did I put them?
I'm starting to get a headache, so I'm gonna go lay down for a little
Oh,
while.
I'm sorry, man.
Okay,
Take care of yourself. Feel better.
Okay.
Yep. Good night.
Feel better.
Yeah.
Bye.
See ya.
Yeah, I do really love. One of the things that's been really nice is when I got back into like online roleplay, whether it was like mechanics with dice or just story stuff, and I decided to use some of my story characters. It really has helped me understand them better. Like they feel more fleshed out than ever, you know.
Mhm.
Because I think when you have to feel like how would this person actually act in a given situation, you do have to think about their background and their personality a lot more and make it seem more organic and thought out. This is like the most peaceful water music, and this is like the worst level for it because this level's awful with like hazards.
Yeah.
I really want to go through the pipe gauntlet or see if I can bullshit my way up here. I think there's a way across here. If I recall, there's a hidden block. Yeah, there we go. Turns all the little munchers into coins.
there we go. That's the right version. I'll put it, I don't know, somewhere or other.
Yeah, as long as it's all good.
In stream chat. I don't know.
No,
Lots
Ren,
of stuff gets sent in.
you know how strict and organized I am about everything.
True,
Serious in every
so
aspect
true.
of my life, so you know. Oh, that's cute. I like that. I like his outfit too.
Thank you.
Do you want me to show it off?
I like very much, yes.
If you want,
I can show it.
I can go on a tangent about Harvey lore, but it's essentially just the devil went down to Georgia if Johnny loses instead of wins.
Transform. Fit to screen. Discord, why you invisible? Discord, why you no love me? There it is. In theory. Why are you up in the corner? I didn't put you there.
Sorry to talk about 7 again, Kit. I got the batteries. I don't know what to do with them.
You need to go. There's an area to the right of Corneo's mansion before you go through like the little swishy things.
Oh, that place.
Yeah.
I knew that place.
God,
Oh
TVs
god, is
are
it still so big? Why is it,
expensive. Holy shit.
why is it still so big?
It's upside down.
It's upside. What the? What? How does that even happen? I didn't explicitly do that. How does that?
It's a bug.
It's heckin' weird, yo.
As
There you go. There's Ren's
yay,
Harvey.
Harvey.
Oh, he's cute.
Yay, Harvey.
I like Harvey.
Yay.
Now I must banish Discord to the Shadow Realm. You can be upside down as much as you want, you disobedient little. Decided that my stream's basically a game show. Like, I should start letting people take bets on what's gonna go wrong.
Channel point betting. How many times will technical issues happen.
Yeah. Although seeing it happen to even, like, people who do it all the time, like Rick and everything, definitely did ease my ego a tiny bit on that.
Streaming is hard. I tried to do it one time, and it was like I didn't have really like much aside from like Streamlabs. I didn't even do any of that complicated stuff.
So now I have one of the
And it
best
was like-
weapons, or the best power-ups in this game. It's a little hard to use, but these hammers kill like anything. Like boos, swamps. You can kill anything with these hammers. You can kill Bowser with these hammers. Even.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna use the bathroom and get a new drink.
It also has a cool perk that if you duck, you become fireproof.
Oh, that's useful.
So yeah, when you're doing like
Oh,
those,
wait.
yeah, so when you're doing those piranhas that shoot fire, the piranha plants that shoot fire, you know.
I'm
I
sorry,
like
Kit.
the.
I have another question.
Yeah, what's up?
I've climbed the wire, but I don't. I climbed some ladder and I'm just stuck. I don't know where to go from
Okay,
here.
the whole climbing sequence is kind of a thing because it's really hard to tell what you actually interact with. Because you have to run around a bit.
No kidding.
Um,
No kidding.
if I can't.
Oh, I figured it out.
Okay, yeah, it's you're gonna be running around for a bit. That part is tricky, and there's like a quick time thing that is really unintuitive to do a jump. There's no consequence if you fail it except having to do it again, but it's annoying.
Mhm.
So see, look, you can even kill boos with these things. No other Mario power-up except the star and the hammer. You can do that. Kill a thwomp. I love me some hammer time. Kill Boom Boom pretty effectively too, actually. Of course, the throwing them takes a little bit of work because it arcs. It's not like the Fire Flower. You see that though? Just wastes him. Oh, so I do maybe have somebody who's going to be considering doing streaming banners for us with everybody's avatars dressed up in some game reference.
Hmm.
They might be interested in it.
That'd be cool.
That sounds really cool. My voice died there.
I still think seeing Ren as a Thousand Suns sorcerer would be amazing.
Please do. I that would really be awesome, honestly. I still need to build that mini. I got the glue. Now all I need to do is actually glue it together, which is like the most terrifying thing of all time.
Hey, if it helps, when the webcam gets here, I can show you how I build things.
Oh, slay.
Give you kind of a. Everyone's given me a lot more I can do on here.
I have returned.
Hello.
Welcome back.
I am on the flame airship.
Nice.
You know, Kit's airship is not made of wood, but the layout is almost as cryptic because it just bolts shit together. I like that the control panel on this scene gives it kind of give you a vibe with how ramshackle everything he has is. Shit,
Yeah.
I waited too long.
Oh no.
I get squoosh.
Hmm.
Oh, I waited too long. And then it flies away, of course.
Squishes you and then leaves immediately. That sounds not nice.
Why is it incrementing it by 2? Oh, whatever. I don't care. That's it. Oh, maybe I have died 4 times. Maybe that is correct. I don't know. Alright, that's crap. I'm gonna do that again. Well, it's already... Alright, flower it is. I love this music, too. It's a good soundtrack. I think Mario World definitely has the best classic soundtrack, though. Even if it is all, like, even though every track is basically like a spin on one motif.
That's often nice though, honestly. I really do like music that does that.
Final Fantasy IX does something kind of cool. They have Kuja, one of the main antagonists. His whole thing is he's got like several themes, and they get like increasingly menacing, and it starts out very playful almost, but it's the same core beat. It just gets really intense after a bit.
I haven't played FF9, so I just know the broad strokes. Don't really know the.
It's a very underrated one in my opinion. I know this might be getting me in trouble with 0. 8 is the one I just cannot for the life of me. It's like it's almost a good game. It's like it's almost a good game. There's a good game in it somewhere. It just didn't get there.
Yeah. It is really fun. The story's great. Mechanically, it tries to do unique things and doesn't always succeed.
Yeah. I also found Ultimecia a really less than interesting antagonist in a lot of ways.
I like her
Yeah.
theme. I like her theme, like for the final boss, because that appeared in 14.
Oh, the Extreme, yeah.
Mhm.
All right, second to last world. One of my favorites. This is
Not
the
in
Pipe
a-
Maze.
It hasn't
The
appeared
Pie
as
Maze.
The Pipe.
it hasn't appeared like as a normal boss, but has appeared in a savage version.
Yep.
Savage versions are like the hard version of the raids.
Oh, okay. Yep, that's what we're here for. Pipes for the Pipe God.
Looks like we're nearly towards the end now.
Yep, this is the second to last world. Haven't skipped any levels. I'm doing the whole shebang.
Ooh, an elixir.
Lixer, I don't even know her. So this is one of those levels that's got those trippy wraparound things. Like, watch this.
Dang.
Funky. Whoops. Ah! Those are bouncier than I remembered in this. Woo. Ah! Oh, I thought I could get out in time.
Oh no.
So,
Rick Server has gotten on another butt tirade.
oh dear.
A butt tirade?
Kings. But
This is Scott's fault on some level, and the most,
Oh.
isn't it?
I didn't look.
I feel like
yes, yeah.
No, it's arcade. It's arcade.
No,
Yeah,
it's
my,
Ark's-
my
no, it's
instinct
Ark's
would have
fault, yeah.
been to my instinct would have been to say Arcadius.
Yeah.
I just realized.
Arcadius.
Oh, I just noticed the GIF you put in stream chat. It's cute.
Yeah, a bug.
Bug.
Mustelids and cats do have kind of similar energies, don't they?
Mustelid
Yeah.
attack arm.
Those ones are just
Would attack
slightly
him.
longer, fluffier cats, I feel like.
I had a ferret, you know.
Actually,
Really?
did you know the Greek word for cat can mean both cat and mustelid
Really?
or
Wow.
ferret? Yeah,
I
Interesting.
did not know that.
No, nor did I.
because they're actually very similar, even taxonomically. Like
I mean,
they're close to.
Musclidae and Felidae are not as far apart as some, certainly.
Yeah.
interesting thing. I did have a ferret. I've had a lot of pets. Okay, my family we've done that a lot over the years. We all really love taking care of animals.
Yeah.
And so I had a ferret. She was albino, and I named her Sock because she looked like a living sock, just doing her thing.
Amazing.
She really got into doing like the whole weasel war dance thing, where when they're excited, they like hop around on their sides and make funny little noises.
It's just so awesome. I love when they do that.
Yeah, me too. Although, if I had a ferret now, I don't know, that would be trickier, because nowadays they're saying that like domestic ferrets should have more in the way of like protein, and to the degree of like some people like end up feeding them mice and stuff. And that would be difficult to keep up with.
Yeah.
Like, having a tarantula that you had to give crickets to was already kind of a whole thing, because you had to. It's not like keeping a bag of kibble in your cupboard.
Yeah. Aren't there legit people who raise crickets just to feed them to tarantulas?
Yeah, it's cheaper than buying them every time, so some people do it.
I'm posting cat and ferret stuff in the chat.
Nice.
So Sock's very favorite thing in the whole world was Grizz had a big stuffed bunny, and Sock adored it. Sock loved that bunny. She would lay down on the bunny. She would try to like tackle the bunny. It was just very cute.
Oh my god, how long do these stairs go
They do
for?
smell
Holy
very
shit.
strongly, though. Oh, you picked the stair route, huh? Oh boy, that'll be a while. Oh yeah, Shinra Tower's a long way up there, so have fun with that one. The dialogue is priceless, though.
Oh, we're at the end.
I'm really glad they kept Tifa and Barrett's dynamic in the remake kind of similarly. They did a good job with that.
You know what? I just realized
What's that?
my taxes this year are going to be easier than last year because I only had one job this year.
Yeah, that does
Nice.
simplify things. Star Chain!
Because in 2023 I only had one job, in 2022 I had two different ones.
Yeah, having multiple jobs does wonk that up a bit. I don't do taxes the same way you likely do because I am a contractor.
Yeah.
So I don't have the same kind of employment form.
I mean, I didn't think you were going to, but it would have been funny. I almost half expected you to just not end that sentence, just like, oh yeah, I don't do my taxes. And then it's like, okay, as one does.
Just nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Oh, don't say anything to anybody, whoever, literally anyone who can watch this on the internet.
Give its tax, Rod.
I'm doing my Yoshi impression, okay?
It's crazy how much higher the frame rate of the game is on Twitch than on Discord stream.
I could actually bump it up on Discord if I wanted to. I've probably got the bandwidth for it, but I was trying to get my audio to work a little better on this stream. I noticed on some of the clips and VODs that my vocal tick is kind of more prominent than I realized.
Yeah, no, it's been pretty prominent the entire time I've known you.
Yeah, and see, I guess you just become blind to it if it's something you're doing all the time.
Yeah.
But hearing it played back to you, you know.
Yeah. Wow, one up.
I need those.
Yeah. No.
I also love that they added like a weird funky bass beat to the underground theme in this, but it's just like a remix from the first game. But they added like a drum beat to it.
Okay.
Oh crap! I meant to go up. Oh well. Oh shit! Now I'm in trouble.
Have you seen that there's rumors of Lego Legend of Zelda stuff happening?
No, wouldn't surprise me, but I hadn't heard.
Yeah. Supposedly the stuff comes out in September this year, supposedly according to rumors.
Interesting.
If it's real.
I mean, they did do
If
Mario
it's
and Sonic
real.
and stuff. Like, Nintendo's
Yeah.
been licensing a lot more openly.
Mhm.
Oh, the other thing is, they said that 1,000, or they've already hit 1
Nintendo
million
and Sega.
sales on Pal World.
Yeah.
Wow.
And so, if Nintendo was going to come after them, they would have by now. So I think they're in the clear.
Yeah.
There are some pretty brazen design ripoffs. Like I won't lie. Like it still looks like a fun game,
Yeah.
Yeah,
but I won't lie. There are some
the
very lifted.
comparisons are very obvious.
Also, people are shitting on the guy because I guess some of the people who made it were involved in like some NFT stuff.
Yeah, that's not great.
Nope. But I don't know. I tend to think people can. I don't know. I think if like sometimes.
Yeah, there's
I mean,
some other
if we
problems
waited,
as well.
if we waited to only play games from companies that acted perfectly ethically, we would never play games.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah, one of the big problems with this one is that their two other games are both pretty much abandoned at this point, still in supposedly early access, but no updates or anything for quite a while. But they
Is
keep
Pal
announcing
World-
new stuff.
How did it end up being?
Despite those trailers about it, where it just looks like open world Pokemon with guns, you get into the game and it's straight up just Ark.
Yeah.
Survival Evolved, but with cute little cartoon monsters instead of the dinosaurs, and they added a little Pokeball capture mechanic thing.
So you guys remember the back when Twitter first switched hands to Musk and he got rid of the verification system and the fraud accounts were just running totally rampant?
Yep.
It's one of the funniest. It's one of the funniest things that has ever happened on that entire site.
Yeah.
And one of my favorite. Oh shit. One of my favorite fraud accounts was one where it was a guy who was pretending to be Game Freak and he's like, please buy Scarlet and Violet. They haven't let me see my kids since Sun and Moon. And then and one of them's like, will it be worth buying it? And he's like, guys, they're just gonna let you fuck Pokemon this time.
People would like that. People would like that.
But it was really funny. He was like, please buy the game. I just want to see my kids again.
Shit.
I also loved the fake Ted Cruz and fake Ben Shapiro doing like a Twitter post like live action /fic that involved like Satanism and eating babies and shit.
Oh my god.
What?
It was wild.
I mean, it sounds wild.
Like that's what you get when you take away the ability to verify who's who, and literally anybody can create an account pretending to be anybody.
Yeah.
If people still think Elon Musk has like amazing like business instincts after everything that's gone down at Twitter, I question their reasoning.
I know people like that.
Question their intelligence.
It's just like, okay, he's good at one thing, okay? He's good at marketing. He's good at making himself seem like the big future man who will solve everybody's problems through technology, and he's this big intellectual guy. But then like he'll spend like 3 hours on the shitter tweeting really bad memes.
Yeah.
But like Twitter is one of the he has the Guinness Book World Record of losing the most money in a single year of any human in history by a very significant margin. And this
Wow.
this
They keep
includes
the record for that?
Yes,
Wow.
and this and some estimates would actually say this actually it exceeds like the wealth loss by people in the French Revolution even.
Holy
So yeah, one guy.
Masterful gambit.
Yeah, one guy. Now this is another level with the secret. These the pipe mazes all have little tricks. Now, because the thing that bugs me the most is that you'll have people who do work in technology who are genuinely like intelligent people working to solve these problems, and you get people thinking, oh yeah, Musk made the electric car affordable. No, he paid people to make the electric car affordable. Oh yeah, Musk got
that's the
SpaceX
thing.
running. No, he paid people that knew what they were doing to get SpaceX running. Like, don't get me wrong, funding it is important, but you don't get to take credit for being the engineer because you paid for it.
Yeah.
Oh, I missed him. Shit. Now I gotta fly. Now we gotta do an air battle.
And then one of the issues I have is that he's one of these people like that fucks shit up so much and then defends himself by saying, "Well, if you laugh at me, you're the idiot."
Yeah, no, it's the
and
logic.
the problem is because he has the following he has, pretty much you can get a couple million people to harass folks who don't think he's the Lord and Savior.
He's got a surprising amount of sycophants, for sure.
Yeah.
The fact that he has
It's
them
not
is
even
always
worth-
ridiculous, and it just
not even
proves that
worth
people
it.
aren't very intelligent.
People aren't. Well, I don't know if it's about intelligence so much as it is about critical thinking.
There's a variety. There's so many different metrics for intelligence, but like, yeah, absolutely being able to have like a functional bullshit detector seems really tough for some people.
Also, like, to be aware of your own biases is an issue that a lot of people have.
Oh yeah, well it's one reason why like there's an advertisement for a local news station in the Salt Lake area, and they're like, to hear all of the important stories of today covered absent of bias. I'm like, impossible.
Yeah.
I would rather people admit that they have a bias and then just roll with that than pretend that they don't ever have a bias.
There will always be bias. The best you can do is just be aware of them and try
But if
your
we
best
say we
to
have a
correct
bias,
them.
then people won't watch us.
Yeah, that's the thing, innit?
I'd
don't
rather
know why
watch
I
people that are
turned for a
human,
second.
don't pretend to be like superhuman robots that can transcend.
Actually, you know what the real reason is? It's if they don't say that they're completely neutral, then they can't trick people into believing their bullshit.
That is often the case, yes. There's also a concerning crossover between news and opinion that's been going on for a long time now.
Yeah.
Well, been going on since literally the newspapers became a thing.
It just seems worse now with like, it seems worse now in, well, I haven't lived back then, but it seems as bad as it's ever been in my lifetime personally, where people genuinely have trouble distinguishing like fact from assertion. Like that is a
Also
super hard
'cause-
thing nowadays.
Because it's so easy to just fake stuff or just to appear confident and to bullshit your way through a lot of stuff. Like, it's...
Oh.
Yes, there's a lack of critical thinking, but like there is also the fact that confirmation bias has never been fed more.
True.
The fact that there are like old YouTube top 10 videos that have played like some art student's little student film and then claimed it was actual evidence that zombies are real,
Yeah.
even though it's just a college student's art film.
Yeah, it's
Jordan Peterson and the whole milking factory thing.
yeah. Oh my god, that was
yes,
fantastic.
Oh, that was beautiful.
Wait, I mean,
And so many people believed it too.
some people, if you give them enough rope, they will just clown themselves into oblivion. If you know.
Yeah.
No,
How about fucking people making like fake videos of cryptids and posting them on the internet and people think they're real?
And I'm afraid AI is going to complicate it with deepfake stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That is probably my biggest concern with AI at the moment. It's already so hard to just have access to good information.
When people can make their own realities
yeah.
like appear on screen now, yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong, I do have a lot of qualms with like unethical sourcing and stuff like that. I mean, I'm as an artist, but
Sure.
my biggest worry with all of this is really just like
No, come back, you bitch. There we go.
it's so hard to know what's true and what isn't already.
It is,
It's
yeah.
just gonna make it worse, yeah.
I'm just flying over that mess. That is icky down there. I love what the spike ball plants, piranha plants are called. They're called patuis.
Patuis.
Patuis. Oh no! I was killing it. Lost my fur.
I'm really excited for the Macross Blu-ray.
Yeah, it'll be good. I hope my noise filter's working because Teddy just got here. And something's
it's all good.
very exciting to him. Speaking of AI, that's actually what I'm using. It's sitting on top of my mic in between OBS and streaming it out to everybody. It's using AI to
that
correct
kind of thing where
issues.
it's like a supplementary tool. That's the good use for AI.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's also like a misconception on what we even call AI because it's such a broad field of research.
Yeah. People like always take it to mean, you know, the mid journey and you know that kind of stable diffusion, all that.
Yeah.
And then automatically assume it's about unethically sourced art, which a lot of the time nowadays, like in discourse, it is, but not always, and that's the distinction.
Well, it's because we've been using that sort of thing. It's just the developments in language and imaging models. Like, here's what I think part of it is, and like I'm not saying there aren't like real practical concerns. Like artists have every right to be protective of their work. But I think on some level, some people are also just unnerved by the fact it can even do that. That like art is not some like exclusively inspiration human-driven thing that with enough information a machine can do it. And I think that genuinely unnerves a lot of people who thought it was almost like a spiritual endeavor.
Kat, I have a question, sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
For this password thing, do I have to look at all these bookshelves?
Yes.
Do I have to
You
write all
always have
these
to look at
numbers
all of
down? Do I have to write all these numbers down?
Hang on.
Certain numbers. There'll be
Man.
one book in each wing of the library
I know, I'm
that's
doing
misfiled. That's the number you need to write down.
How do we know if it's misfiled?
I know.
There's a sign at the door that tells you what books should be in there, like urban planning or weapons development or whatever, and you just
I see.
have to read the titles.
Okay.
You always have
I'm
to
gonna
inspect all the
need a
books.
pencil and paper for this.
What if there's a secret? What if there's...
Okay, I'm sorry. Needed do doggo things.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah, so the bookshelves are a hint. Just if you need to look for things like incongruities and titles and stuff, you'll figure it out, I'm sure. But you get a good prize if you get it right. You get an elemental materia, which adds an elemental attack to if you pair it with a materia to what it to either your
Really
weapon or your armor.
useful in there.
I love the
Since
materia
there's
system.
those
currently very
robots in there, you can
confused.
just hit them with lightning every time for bonus damage.
Yeah. Seriously, the materia system is brilliant.
Yeah.
Shit, I
I
hate
might
this
just look
fortress. I
this
hate
up
this
because
fortress
this
so
is
much.
annoying as hell.
Ah, this fortress blows. Speaking of annoying.
I might just look this up because this looks annoying as hell.
Yeah, it's fair enough.
I get it. I just don't care.
You know,
do this.
it's as good of reasoning as anything.
I
It
don't
was
want to do
different
it.
back in the 90s when you're a teenager, but yeah.
I've gotten to the point where if people are like, "Oh, you're not playing a game, quote unquote, the right way" or whatever, I'm like, "Dude, I play games to relax. I don't."
There's
Exactly.
no right way to play a game. Any
Now,
game.
I used to be.
The right way is the way that's fun, that you enjoy playing.
Yeah. I used to be a little. Now, granted, I used to be a lot more competitive. Okay, in high school, I was a first-person shooter fiend. I was really, really good at like Halo, the early CODs. Like, but what's funny is, so at my school we kind of had a tradition, where that we kind of perpetuated, where because we were a very offbeat, very small private school, for people who had struggled in the public system for any number of reasons, usually mental illness, but could be a few things. And one of the things we did was the older folks just tried to help out the younger folks. We actually did genuinely have a familial attitude towards it in some ways, because we'd all been through some stuff. And like my first week when I was there in 7th grade, the seniors adopted me. But I had a friend, a younger friend, who when I was a junior, he was in like 7th or 8th grade. And I just kind of stayed buddies with him and made sure he was doing okay, and we're really good friends now still. And when we used to play shooters, he was always like, just like raging that I could like kick his ass in like any shooter. And like nowadays, he's so good at shooting games that he just makes me look like a joke. The turns have tabled.
Wow, this is an incredibly obtuse puzzle. Just looking it up.
I've had people get angry at me for looking up stuff in Elden Ring when I first played through it. It was the first Souls-like I've ever played.
Oh, dude, you're 100% justified looking stuff up in Souls games. You've got way bigger problems than you got way bigger problems than that.
The only thing I actually looked up was Var's Quest, because I wanted to get to that one place where you can grind out that one bird and kill it, and then it gives you a bunch of money, and then you can help an orc rise. I don't remember the name of the area, but like people are like, "Oh no, you're not supposed to be looking these games up," and it's like, no, like you expect me to just know these things? I mean, that quest was absurd.
I think that if it's like you still have to do it. Just because you're looking it up doesn't mean you don't have to do it. So it's not like you're cutting out the effort, you're just like pointing yourself in the right direction, you know?
Yeah.
You're cutting out some effort, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. I mean, even then, like, how are you supposed to figure it out on your own? Just like blindly walk around the map until you stumble across the things?
Some games do not telegraph quests direction very well. Souls games are very hit or miss on that. Some of them are quite expertly designed. Others are very cryptic. All of
This
these
would have taken me ages to figure out had I tried to do this just straight, like without any hints.
I've not yet seen it, but I have heard of people policing others for looking stuff up on the Terraria wiki, which...
Wow.
No, that's
Come
ridiculous.
on, like,
yeah.
oh, like games aren't made to be beaten with the wiki. Just play the game and you'll figure it out. And it's like, no.
Well, here's the thing. There's a difference between learning a game through like I don't know if you've seen Sequelitis' video on Mega Man X and why it's like perfect, like in the perfect way to teach people how the game mechanics work and how to, figure it out for themselves without any explicit instruction. Not every game does that, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Some games don't give you the ability to be as like I always try to give it a try on my own, right? Like it's not like you're still engaging with the game. It's just that I don't know. At the end of the day, if it makes you enjoy it more, do it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Dude, that guy's hat kicks ass. I want that hat.
Yeah.
Yay.
Oh, thank heavens I'm back to my old self again. Oh, oh, oh. Thank you, Viking Santa. Oh. Now Peach has been kidnapped. It's like the only game where the majority of it, Peach hasn't even been kidnapped. But now she has.
Yeah.
Oh, I love this music.
Yeah, it's good.
So now we're on the very last world when we get to see Bowser, that time when Bowser had his own military-industrial complex.
So right now I'm very confused.
Tanks, what's up?
So a few years ago, I did a ton of research and made a checklist of every single use of the Macross Valkyrie toy that was made by Takatoku Toys in the 80s. And the original Macross was new. And I was looking at stuff today, and I come across, which is a 2-pack of these toys that I had never seen before.
Huh. Was it
I
old
have
or like
no
not a
clue
relaunch
if it's
then? Huh?
legit or not. I'm trying to figure that out right now. I have never seen it before, and so far the only evidence I have seen of its existence is from an action figure grading service.
So, you see these little tanks, speaking of toys?
Yeah.
When I was little, I would make Mario airships and tanks with Lego. And I'd combine them with Lincoln logs to be the wood
Nice.
paneling.
Nice.
Oh, I think I messed up here. Shoot.
Oh, no.
Whatever, it's fine. It's my bad. Don't think it'll matter, realistically speaking.
At least the boss of the tank isn't that. This one isn't that hard.
Yeah.
Now there is a trick to this next one, which is like a naval fleet.
Mm-hmm.
Not everybody knows this. You can actually swim under it. It looks like lava, but it is not lava. It is just water.
I actually
So
didn't know that.
You can actually just go under the boat and swim through the whole level, but you're going to be real friendly with the A button doing that. You have to, because you'll drown easily if you don't keep mashing it.
I'm so confused right now.
Oh, you're just like me. I'm always confused.
Where did this fucking thing come from?
My butt. No, I've had moments like that with Warhammer stuff where I've seen like special edition models that are released. And I'm like, when the hell would that come out?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, did you guys see the crew reveals? Holy shit.
Yeah.
I saw
I've heard about
some
them,
of
I haven't
it,
seen
yeah.
them.
Oh man. Okay, big naked birdmen who ride dinosaurs, okay? Like
They
Oh,
what?
fuck yeah.
big naked
Wait,
birdmen
what?
who ride dinosaurs. That's and they
Show
help
me.
the Tau
Show
out.
me now. I want to see them now.
I think you may have caught his interest just a little bit.
Yeah.
I saw
You might
that
like them
one
too.
guy.
You might like them too, Roshan, because they're carnivorous. They eat their enemies in battle because that's how they evolve. They actually can kind of like break down their prey's
It's
DNA.
not fun when it's fun when it's cats doing it though. When it's not cats doing it.
Fair
I've
enough.
stuck it in stream chat.
Oh, thank you. Dude, the Crew Talks might finally be able to be a buildable model. I hate their current model. It is so hard to build. And have like everything line up and not have just these massive gaps.
Ooh.
Not bad, huh? Not bad. Okay, now I gotta get past the hand job traps.
The what?
The hand job traps. Okay, they're technically just called the hand traps, but you know. I look on the positive side of life. If I'm gonna get trapped, I might as well make it to have some
Oh,
fun
damn,
with
that's loud.
it. What is?
The video for these things on the freaking website.
Ew. I was afraid it was on my end, sorry.
I'm actually not as into their designs as I was hoping I would be. When you said birdmen, I was thinking they look more like actual birds.
Well,
But they don't.
they're of avian origin, I guess.
I wish they looked more bird-like.
Hmm.
I'd like them more then. I don't like them very much.
Oh,
You're closer to baked lizards.
they're my guys.
They look like big lizards.
They're my guys, my boys, my
They are really cool.
literally the only thing that can close combat in my whole fucking army.
I mean, I like
I
the
think-
lack
I don't
of,
think he's very impressed.
No, but seriously, like, the Tower do not have a lot of close combat options. The crew definitely fill a gap for them in that regard. I have no Tanukis left? I thought I had at least one. Oh, just gotta
Too bad.
Just gotta do it with the regular old raccoon butt plug. But yeah, the Crude are really interesting because they...
I bet you would love to have all this Kroot stuff, wouldn't you, Kit?
I would... I think I put some Space Marine stuff on the throne because I figured I want to give people the opportunity to enable a ridiculous lifestyle of plastic crack.
Set, and I'm also not sure what it was.
There's let me.
This is the hardest airship in the game.
Spearhead Force and the Storm Surge.
Yes.
That looks cool as hell. Holy shit.
The Storm Surge is the biggest Tau battlesuit you can get outside of Forge World. And I don't have one. I have most of their battlesuits, but that is the only class of battlesuit I don't actually have yet.
Oh.
Ah, shoot.
That's why I put it on there then.
I'm getting just a tiny bit nauseous.
That price is scary. Oh no.
Dude, Warhammer stuff is fucking bonkers prices, you know?
Yeah.
There's that joke you make, you know? Get your kids into Warhammer. They won't have money for drugs. It also reminds me of a joke I like on. There's a server I'm on that's like super. Well, okay, some of our shared spaces are pretty trans friendly, but there's one that's like got a really high ratio of trans folks.
Yeah.
And one of them posted a really funny video that said it starts out like a skit that starts out like all slutty, and they're like, so what do trans girls do in private? And like they go through this door and they're like acting all seductive, and they turn around and there's models everywhere, and they go, Warhammer, you idiots.
One of the best ones that's been like that is someone tweeting, if a trans girl invites you to come over and play board games, don't go, it's a trap. It's not for sex. They will make you sit there and play something called Castle of a Griffin for like 12 hours.
I love it. There's actually
someone join?
Hello.
Oh, Dan. Okay, Dan, I'm glad you're here. I haven't had a chance. I've been trying really hard to fix your avatar. It's been bugging on me. We get Dan.
I don't just have me sit in the pilot room.
I'm
rooming in the place.
Yep, we fix Dan. We find the Dan and we fix.
That's Sylveon. The face on that Sylveon. Wow. That Sylveon looks like it's seen some shit.
You don't want to know what it takes to evolve into a fairy type, okay? Okay, there we go. For whatever reason, Dan, I had to reset you, but you're good.
No, you're fine. Hey, what? No, just put me down. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Actually, there's more room over there, so I'm gonna hold still, Bibbly.
No, I can help you with the controls.
Hold still, Bibbly. I don't want to.
Can I have a giant box of Reese's? I want a giant box of Reese's.
Yes. There you go, Dan.
I like Reese's.
I get to push the levers.
Yes. Dan's
chocolate and peanut butter.
There we go.
These oscilloscopes need retuning.
Reese's, do you hear me advertising your product? Please give me money.
It's like that one of my favorite Rick and Morty things where like a non sequitur where he's going in and he's like, you guys, we gotta go to Walmart now. They're selling special edition Legend of Zelda 3DSs, and for like $200 we can flip those sons of bitches around on eBay for at least $250. And then they got all the best games now. And he walks off frame and then he pops his head back in and looks straight at the audience and goes, Nintendo, give me free stuff.
Amazing. Amazing. I remember that. Rick and Morty has been running for so long that it started when 3DS was relevant. God.
Oh, shite.
Can you believe the fucking 3DS is fucking 13 years old?
It is hard to
reconcile, sort of.
Time, man.
Sanity, I say. It's sanity.
I always think of that They Might Be Giants song. You're older than you've ever been, and now you're even older, and now you're even older, and now you're even older. You're older.
Stuff like this makes my brain hurt.
And now you're older still.
It's true, but like, why say it like that? Come on.
Oh, you kidding
Now
me?
let's
Got murdered by the
celebrate
sun.
I thought I was gonna
fact
go the other.
our love's
Damn it! I missed
never
You
turned
got
back.
murdered by the giant death ball in the sky.
And we'll race to the bottom of a glass.
Giant nuclear death ball that will one day explode and take the Earth with it.
I saw that in Doctor Who.
The sun is a mass of incandescent gas.
A gigantic nuclear furnace where hydrogen is built into helium at a temperature of millions of degrees. The sun is hot, the sun is not a place where we could live. But here on Earth there'd be no life without the light it gives.
So many good songs.
They were into those. They were into those songs. I gotta listen to more of them.
First thing I ever
Yeah, they
karaoke.
did 2 or 3 full educational kids albums as well as the regular songs.
Ah!
Cool.
You dick.
The sun is a deadly laser.
Okay, I know what I did wrong.
Someone get Kit some Skittles.
I just let that implication
I
stand.
can't. The carbuncle ate itself.
Look, I forgot to summon.
The carbuncle ate itself.
Look, just because I forgot to summon Skittles that one time, doesn't mean you had to resort to that, okay?
You guys ever played Sonic Shuffle? The amazing line, the carbuncle ate itself.
I wish I did, but I did not have a Dreamcast.
Ah, bollocks. Why did I do that? I was flying too. Oh no. What am I doing?
Okay, what do you think of carbuncles eating themselves?
No.
I mean, they've got good taste. I'll give them that.
How does a
well,
carbuncle even eat itself? How does that
Son
work?
of a. Okay.
It starts with the tail, Brave.
Oh, Ouroboros, that shit.
Yeah.
They're magic creatures, okay? They've got
You know,
their
like
ways.
like that scene where Doctor Strange,
And yes, I might be cheesing this a little bit because I'm kind of nauseous now, so.
Whoa. You okay?
You alright, man?
Nausea, no good.
Don't eat the carbuncle all at once, Brave, you'll choke.
What?
Don't eat it all at once, you'll choke.
yeah, like in Ouroboros, like when
Pace yourself.
Dr. Weird got his ass to eat his own arm.
You gotta pace yourself, yo. Oh, I died a couple times. I died twice, didn't I?
Yeah.
Die.
Imagine dying.
Die. Deaths. Yep.
When Dr. Weird got eaten by his own ass.
What?
What?
I'm sorry. What?
It's a PSA,
Oh,
kids. Don't let your ass get hungry, or they'll have consequences.
This is a great scene in Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
That is such a weird show.
It's like, behold!
That show had funny moments, but I will admit that like it could also be really grating.
Yeah.
Like it just is a
Yeah.
little. It had some
It's
great
very
moments,
much
but
a stoner show. It is
you gotta
it is
feel bad
definitely
for
a
Carl.
stoner show.
You gotta feel bad for Carl to put up with the likes of Mr. Shake, eh?
There can only be one. And then Jake gets struck by lightning.
oh dang it! Almost made it.
The quickening.
Dang it! I was doing really well this whole playthrough.
Honestly,
now
I
I'm getting my ass kicked.
I think in Aqua Teen Hunger Force, I think a lot of the moments I laughed the hardest at were from Master Shake.
Yeah. No doubt.
I forgot that was a dead end.
I don't
The
blame you.
waffles got you.
Yeah. I got the disco waffles. I got disco waffled. No, I don't know. There's the in Aqua Teen Hunger Force. It's one of those where like the culture surrounding it was also kind of distasteful. Me personally.
True.
I'm not really aware of that stuff because I hadn't really watched the show until it was almost over.
That's my chief complaint with Fortnite. I don't actually think the game itself is that bad, but I do think the community is definitely not one I like.
Yeah. I mean, really, the only things I really know about Optic Hunger Force are like I've watched a bunch of episodes of the show, and I know that in the marketing for its movie, some neon signs got hung up, and then in the city of Boston, and then people thought they were
yeah, and then they were
bombs.
mistaken for bombs.
Yeah, I remember
gosh,
that.
That was a fiasco.
That was certainly eventful, yeah.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch, goddamn fucking stupid fucking thing. Disco waffles gonna eat my butt. There we go.
So much fun.
Now I got this. There we go. Yeah, no, ooh, that's a cool model. Yeah, the Adult Swim in general, I felt had a vibe that was kind of... I mean, it had some great shows. Like, I mean, it's never been about the media. It's just, I don't know, something about the way people vibe with it.
I always loved Harvey Birdman.
That is a good one, yeah.
The Venture Brothers.
Okay, yeah, no, I mean, they definitely have had good stuff. Won't argue with that.
I love the Venture Brothers. I just wish that show's earlier seasons weren't such a mixed bag. And wow, do the earlier seasons have some jokes that would not fly today? My God.
I have a.
Oh wait, who said that? Did Ren have to go?
Oh.
Yeah.
My bad, I didn't.
I thought.
Yeah, Ren had to go get food.
Oh.
Which because I'm gonna go get food here soon too.
I mean, at that point, they probably didn't have Dr. Henry Kielinger.
I mean, he showed up in like the second season, I think, right? Didn't he first show up in the second season?
Did he?
He was introduced pretty early on, I thought.
Pretty sure it also gave Family Guy its second win when Fox was done with it.
Yeah.
Kit.
Yo. What?
After we go to the 67th floor and see the cutscene.
What about the cutscenes? I only heard part of that. I'm sorry.
The cutscene where like it shows Red 13 and Genova.
Oh yeah.
Go after that.
Nice. Oh, that's a good point in the game. You start getting some interesting stuff.
I saw Hojo going up the stairs, but I can't follow him. Like, I can't open the door.
Yeah, you need to find the card keys. You need to use the elevator in the lab.
The elevator in the lab?
Yeah, where Red 13's being kept. And the room where Cloud sees Genova and has his episode.
Oh, that's an elevator. Oh,
yeah.
Red 13.
I just couldn't recognize it because of the...
Red 13. Red 13.
I just couldn't recognize it because of the graphics.
You know what cracks me up is that when they were doing the reveal for Final Fantasy Remake Part 2, okay, last level.
Yeah.
When they were doing the thing for that, they oh, hang on, I lost my train of thought. What were we just talking about? My brain just totally... Oh, yeah, Red 13. So what cracked me up was when they were revealing the Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2 stuff. Ark texted me when Vincent was shown, and he's like, they did my two-legged husband so much justice, and I'm like, I love that you had to qualify that.
Great.
Want to see a trick? If you don't want to take the stairs. If I can do it right. There we go. Whee!
Wow. But so I love Venture Brothers a lot, but its earlier seasons had very problematic jokes.
Yeah.
like
Which is probably where they got most of
extremely
their
so.
audience. It's probably where they got most of their audience.
Dude,
Yeah.
the thing is, edgy humor back then, it just was not. That was not unusual to be really, really.
I am aware. I am
Eh.
aware.
I mean, that was the era where Drawn Together was one of Comedy Central's bigger shows.
Yeah.
Yeah, Metalocalypse had some jokes like that as well, but it worked in that because the characters are all terrible people.
Yeah. Did you? Son of a.
I mean, technically, in Venture Brothers, all the characters are also terrible people.
Eh.
For the most part.
Degrees.
I mean, Rusty Adventure's pretty bad.
Okay, I can do this. I can do this.
I mean, Monarch's henchmen, like, murder Hank and Dean right at the end of the first season, and then they get replaced by clones.
Spoiler for clone issues.
Literally happens right at the end of the show's first season.
Fine, I'll do it this time.
Damn, dude.
And also kind of gets, well, because, like, I don't know if it was just because they didn't know if they're gonna get renewed or not, but literally at the end of the first season, Hank and Dean get murdered. And then,
Damn, dude.
and then in the first episode of season 2, they're just getting replaced by clones.
All right, guys, final boss.
Oh boy.
I could just kill him with hammers, but I like killing him the
and
intended way.
and the whole episode where they had this whole joke where it's like, where Rusty's just all like, oh yeah, the boys have died like a bunch of times before, and I've cloned them like tons of times already. It's fine. It's cool. So it's like a thing that Rusty, and it's like hinted at that even after that point, they were killed and cloned more times.
I mean, if you got a clone lab, might as well. And that's the game, boys.
Yeah.
It's even hinted that like Rusty himself might be a clone. This version of Rusty's long dead. Because Rusty's father did the same fucking thing.
It wouldn't be surprising.
Oh, I gotta take out my cool clothes to rescue Peach.
Oh, it's because it's an
Maybe,
invocation.
I guess she can't risk me accidentally throwing a hammer in her face. Thank you, Mario, but our princess bonk.
It's like Rusty is like so desensitized to it, he just doesn't care. Like, yeah, my boys have died a bunch of times, but my sons have died tons of times before, but I can just clone them and that's fine.
That was another common thing about comedy of the time. There was a lot of very fatalistic humor.
Yeah.
Like Rick and Morty thrived on that. Like I think
Yeah.
they took ennui a little further than I probably would have, but
Venture Brothers is older than Rick and Morty.
yeah. I'm just saying I kind of like how Gen Z does it. Like the millennials are like, nothing matters. Why even try? And Gen Z's like, nothing matters, bitches, let's go.
Yeah.
I kind of admire that.
Yeah.
My generation had a lot of apathy that I think we've ended into some of those shows. Like a lot of
Yeah.
disillusionment, you know?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I get it. Like the year, like right after I got out of high school, we had the 2008 crash.
Yeah.
Like we've seen some messy shit, you know?
Into it.
I mean, well, Venture Brothers was made by Gen Xers, and Rick and Morty was made by. I think,
Yeah.
right?
Well, they're even worse because they think it's funny to not care about anything.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't mean worse. It's still a funny show. I just mean that like it can get a little.
Mm. I mean, I love Venture Brothers, but I think its early seasons kind of suck.
All
A
right.
lot of humor that I really don't like.
All right. Well, that was Super Mario Brothers 3, and that was every level. I did not skip any levels.